Okay, us girls, we're getting together and we're drawing. Drawing, you can use color pencils or you can use things that are called crayons. There are some people who use digital items like an iPad. An iPad, you can get them from the Apple Store.
There it is.
Yay! There.
Okay, can I get a hallelujah from my sisters? But my mom's from India.
Oh boy.
Oh no, Tabitha, are you okay?
Ah, she's falling out of her chair. No, what is Christmas present you could have given her. Also,
Push out my favorite traffic jam. Color like a fool, yeah, you know who I am. Dreams on the canvas, magic in my hand. Painting out loud, I don't care where I live. Like a fool, splashing wild, breaking the rules. Like a fool, like a fool, like a fool. Every line, every you. Welcome to the 18th, the brush out. Bursting blues with a laugh in my eye. Shades of wonder got me on a high. We spin stories in purple and gold. Girls got colors nobody can hold. We mix it up, we make it new. Splash it in bold, that's how we do. Running on fun, we won't slow down. Paint the town, turn it upside down. Push out my favorite traffic jam. Color like a fool, yeah, you know who I am. Dreams on the canvas, magic in my head. Painting out loud, I don't care where I live. Like a fool, splashing wild, breaking the rules. Like a fool, like a fool, like a fool. Every line, every you. Welcome to the 18th, the brush out.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome into a special edition of Brush Hour. I keep thinking today's Friday. It's Thursday. I don't know what makes me think it's a day ahead, but it is what it is. I hope everybody slept well. Sorry. Got a text message, a word from one of our sponsors. Just kidding, not really. But I hope everybody slept well. Yes, we have a new edition of Brush Hour today, or a special edition of Brush Hour today. And this is the character that we got, right? And you guys, I'm coming to you in my hour of desperation. I need you now because I ran into a snag. A serious, detrimental snagalocious with this character. I jumped a little too far ahead with the ideas that I had for the story for this character. And instead of just breathing a little bit, I got too excited. I jumped ahead. Instead of breathing a little bit, waiting to chit chat with run some ideas over with the chat as we're supposed to do, I'm like, oh man, I'm already discouraged. So in the past, what's held me back from making stories and writing stories is that I'll get so into it that I'll think of the beginning and then I'll think of the ending. And honestly, the joy of it all is the middle, like the creation of getting from here to there. And if I already know the ending, then it's no fun and I feel locked in and I just want to give up. So I already thought of a really cool ending for the story for this character, and I'm like, but I didn't even give my chat the time to help me develop a story. So And it got me discouraged where I was like, I was so excited about this character. And now I'm like, I already know his story, but I don't know his story. So that's where I need you today. I'm going to run over some ideas that I had, and I would love to have your input into this story and where it could go, where it could evolve instead of this idea that I had. Anyway, but yeah, it was fun. So you can see we've come a long way from our original character, our original sketch. And now I've added quite a few more details to this character than there was before. We were working on like the anatomy, trying to get the pose, also like discussing what are some of the important, design elements that come along with placement of things. You'll notice, again, PG family friendly channel here, but you'll notice that I've changed where the horn is because I felt like that was a better pose. And also, I didn't think the other one was bad, but I have to account for the fact that it could look bad. So here we are, and I think it's better. Like it's holding it up, like it's important. Before it was a little more solemn, holding it down, but now it's a little bit more important, elevating and holding it up. I don't even know where my horn is. I have a drinking horn. This is not a drinking horn, but I have a drinking horn somewhere. Because I used to have a pagan altar in my room. It's not really a pagan altar. If you know the lore of the pagan altar, Maybe I'll have to explain myself with that again. I got it at a Renaissance fair in Germany, and I need to bring that stuff back out. I never fully unpacked when I moved into this brand new studio. So, hey, we got a Cole Hauser raid. Doomiverse, what is up? Welcome in, everybody. We're going to be continuing creating this character here that we got with our random prompts. And I'll walk us through that. But you know what? Let's say good morning to the chat. Some of the most important people here. Sorry for the spit. Real Stephen TV says good morning. DL hitting us with everything. The kitchen sink and the Sophie Cunningham finger. Had it not been for DL, I wouldn't know that was already an emote available. John the Just is here. Larry Knight here and on the kick side. And iCannelus over on the kick side as well. Hello. Real Stephen TV already coming and hitting us with the 2 jewels, the silver star. I don't have a video for jewels. I'll have to think about what we're going to do for jewels. And I'll just make it across the board because I don't have the space to make it for... The jewels have like 750, 100, 35, 2. Like, I can't have that many... Can't have that many videos. But thank you so much for the jewels. Stephen Young, good morning. Starting off with the blessed and amazing I am pretty blessed. I am. R2, hello, says now I want bacon. Oh, of course. Did I sleep well? I did, but I had a weird dream that somebody was trying to steal something from me. I don't know. What did I eat before bed? I had a Klondike bar, but I mean, after I had salad and something, whatever, Anyway, we already said good morning to Doomiverse and B-Man Z. Hello. The Tony. So we have the Patrick McCartney. Now we have the Tony G. 100 battles. What a great username. And we also have the Fantastic Sarcastic says I was promised Nomi false advertising. No, I said Nomi could be here. I said she could be here, but I don't know. Remember last night she was having internet and AC problems, 2 of the things that every American needs. And so I did text her like, are you a puddle this morning? Are you with us in spirit? So I don't know if she'll be here. I can send people invitations. That does not mean that they will be here. But I also told her, like, don't feel obligated to be here because, of course, I don't want her computer to die. Even if her AC is working, it's like, you got to get all that stuff figured out. So it's not so next time she goes live, Fantastic, you can harp on her. Okay. The invitation was sent. The link was sent. But was it in her best interest to be here? I guess we'll find out. I heard you drew some cool Transformers. I did Rat Trap and Black Arachnia from Beast Wars. But I also did Starstream, Megatron, of course, Bumblebee, Alita, and all the other cool people as well. Soundwave. I'm not a Star Trek aficionado, but it was a really great practice session. Hang on. You said you heard. I must prove. Here we go. Here's one of the ones that I did. My Transformers at a convention. What they would look like if the Decepticons went to a Transformers convention. Megatron sipping on some boba. I'm not really sure what kind of boba tea Megatron would drink. I'm open to ideas. But they're all having a really jolly, joyful time. And so you can see I've got myself a little pocket bot army. This was what I did originally, pretty standard. And then I added some more movement, some motion to them with this one. And there's my rat trap, my favorite rat trap, my transmetal rat trap. And then there's Black Arachnia, because she's so cool. And those are the only ones I've done from Beast Wars because I didn't have the time. But this one turned out really cool too. Starscream. All hail Lord Starscream. And then so what happened was that I was commissioned to do Optimus Prime by hand. So I actually did a post, like a chibi. So I got hired. I do that pretty regularly. I get hired to do commission work, and somebody wanted a hand-drawn, hand-colored Optimus Prime. And so then I took it, and I'm like, well, what if I did a series of them? So I started with Optimus, and then this is me doing Optimus again, but with some more movement. So, being able to be more familiar with, I sense a sneeze. It's right there. I caught it in time. So that's my little gallery of Transformers. I'm sure I'll add more to them in due time. But yeah, shout Cavantino, I see you there. And all the amazing lurkers that are hanging around. I have a Lurkin' Carl emote for members. But I need to make another one for like Kick or something like that. People don't know who Carl is. Carl will be back in Avengers Doomsday. We are going to bring Carl and Kevin and all of those amazing people back. If you don't know who they are, you haven't been around the channel long enough. But yes, good morning. Okay, good news, everybody. Hang on, I have to switch my settings. Good news, everybody! It's Nomi the Owner.
Good morning.
Good morning. Look, she's not dead.
I'm not dead, but I did have to sleep in my living room last night. It was too hot in my room. And then during GCA, dude, it was a chaotic stream last night. I was sweating on my legs. I was like, oh my gosh, I had to get a towel so my legs wouldn't stick to the plastic on the chair. And then afterwards, I had to I closed the camera and everything. I just had to stand up and go outside. I tried there's that thing, it's a lot cooler outside than it is inside the house. Nope, it was worse. I was like, oh, well, it was so worse. I was like, wow. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I got a bag of ice. A Ziploc baggie, just put it in. I use the refrigerator ice because I don't like refrigerator ice in my drinks. So I just put it in the bag. I just put it on my behind me, and I was like, okay, this is better. But my dad came through right on time. What does that mean?
Because you're late.
Oh, yeah. Well,
sorry.
No.
Hey! She had stuff. She was fighting demons this morning. Fantastic.
I did. I slept in the living room, so I had to put up my bed, put the blankets away, and I had to get more water. And then also, I didn't get the link until a minute before this is supposed to start. Anyway,
this is true. I forgot to send you the link. You got it like 5 minutes before the show. But we were texting, and I wasn't sure if you were. I didn't want to because I had forgotten to send it to you. Yeah. And then I was checking on you this morning, and I'm like, oh, I don't want her to think that I'm just checking on her to see if she'll come on the show. So I was like, no, I send her the link. And now I'm like, don't feel obligated to come. And I'm like, oh, I'll send it. It was.
Oh, you know me well enough. I would not think that. Are you gonna be on the show? I know that you were genuinely checking. Are you alive?
Are you dead? Or is she not dead yet?
Not yet, but yeah, but I survived. My dad fixed it. He said, "Do not ever." The total dad saying, "Do not touch the thermostat." Yeah, but I don't. I always keep it at like 70.
I will say also really quickly, your microphone. I don't know if it's you're not doesn't sound like you're coming through your microphone.
Really? Okay, let me change that.
It sounds very scratchy. Like
Scratchy.
just throwing that out there.
Huh.
Yeah. Me just so.
Is this better?
Ah, so much better.
Okay.
I know the settings. Ugh, darn.
I know.
the
Total, like I
settings.
said, total dad thing. Like, do not touch the settings. So I was like, all right, dad.
Oh my goodness. Well, we are glad that you have your air conditioning unit
Yeah.
back in action. That's awful.
It was awful, but
Awful. And here I am in my office with like,
a sweater. I
a
know.
zip-
Like, ooh, it's too
it's
cold.
not cold. My thing is, so here's my conundrum.
Okay.
Because I mean, it's like 82 degrees currently. Last I checked, which was a while ago. And it's supposed to get pretty hot today. It's 83. So I just like to be cozy, even when it's hot.
Yeah.
Problem is that when you get cozy, then you get warm. So I am slightly warm, but I am very cozy. And if I know that if I take it off, I'll be too cold. So it is my conundrum. It's the cross, it's the burden that
The
I
cross
bear.
You have to bear.
By the way, shout out to Nomi for her gaming channel. She's been hitting some hard numbers here lately.
That was
It's been
wild.
amaze. I told her, keep going. Take that momentum. Run to the finish line.
I'm like, okay,
Frodo. For Frodo.
For Frodo. Yeah, so I'm gonna go live again on that. So seeing that my day is kind of cleared from work, I'm like, I could probably do my cooking show earlier. So I'll probably do it as an afternoon cooking stream.
Okay.
Because I want to keep that time frame where I start Lord of the Rings, which is also the time that I start for the cooking stream. So that's why I'm like, I'll push, since cooking stream is on my main and then my gaming stream is gaining the momentum, I'm gonna push it. So
kind of
the
have to
question-
reassess.
Yeah, reassess. The whole adult thing, like move things around, scheduling. Hey, are you free later today to go get lunch? Oh no, I have the kids. All right, well, I guess I'll see you never. But that's another life adult problem thing. But yeah, so I'll be doing that. I'm gonna keep pushing the momentum of the Lord of the Rings game on my game channel.
Let me see. I don't know if anybody has Nomi's links. Are there anybody available to find that? and
I
put
am,
that-
because I'm
Yeah.
a mod.
And then there you go. Ahead. There, put your stuff in there so people can know. Well, I'm glad that you're here for more than one reason. I hit a wall.
You did.
I hit a wall.
No.
And well, the problem is that I hit the wall before we even built it. So, I've done the impossible. So this is my character. I don't know if you caught the stream. Yeah, you did. You were here with the
Yeah.
purple freckles and everything like that.
Yeah.
So this is can Nomi combine her cooking and gaming streams? That's right. Just kind of like stirring the eggs while trying to,
did
beat the
you see?
urukai.
Did you see the YouTube reel or did you see the reel that I sent you on Instagram?
Which
you
one?
should watch it because it could totally coincide with what Doomiverse said. Have you tried doing Lord of the Rings online and cooking? Oh no, it was grape. I'm sorry.
Oh, there's a hot dog machine in the kitchen. Oh,
Just watch it. Just watch it.
and then they're heating the buns, heating the hot dog. They removed the stove completely.
Oh, are you not listening to the guy's commentary?
No.
You should.
Oh, okay. I'll have to watch that later.
Oh, okay. No, it's okay. I'll basically tell you what it is. See, it's the guy. He's like, so My wife decided it's time to like change the kitchen. It's time to upgrade the appliances. So while she was out doing her business, I saw this amazing addition that we could bring to the kitchen, and it's the hot dog roller machine.
Why not? Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know what kind of aesthetic she was going for, but this is such a great.
What a great addition.
And I'm like, I
Sure,
want
agree.
that actually. Like, I don't want the oven. I just want a hot dog.
Oh man, I really wanted a hot dog last night, but I'm like, it was so late in the evening. I'm like, I'm not going to the store to get a hot dog, but
Yeah.
I think I ate
wanted
at
to.
Klondike Bar instead.
Oh, we got a raid from Cole Hauser.
We did.
Hello.
Shout out. Thank you. So
That's my gaming channel.
There
Give
it
a
is.
follow. And then I have my main channel right here. Let me get my links.
while she does that, be sure to subscribe to know me. But we have this character here that we did a OC pause challenge and we were given prompts. And so this is the result so far of a pale skin, purple freckled. We haven't gotten to the colors, but the prompts were it needed to be a pale skin, purple freckled character with pointy ears or elf ears. The hair has to be mint and red, which is something I'm not looking forward to in making it look good. The accessory had to be a Viking horn. The character has to have brown eyes, and then the outfit was like a parka / winter hiking outfit. And if you're new around these here parts, we take these characters and we create stories with them, and then they're going to be available over on my Patreon as ebook format. And I do all the illustrations inside the story myself. I write the story and everything like that. So it's all really cool stuff. And so we started with the idea on Tuesday with this character, what we're going to do. So Nomi, I need maybe your brain, and then I need the chat. I need your guys'
Okay.
ideas because, you know, we're trying to express creativity. We're trying to create a really cool story. I'm a big fan of fairy tales, and I've been doing a lot of dark fantasy. This one doesn't have to be dark fantasy. It can just be fantasy, but hear me out. Here we go. Demiverse says I subbed to Nomi's channels.
Oh, thank you, dude.
Oh, look at this piece of trash right here. It's just improper. Honorable trash, of course.
Ooh.
Honorable trash. If I were to do a logo or if I were to do a badge for Justin, I would make it look like maybe tin foil that's been crunched up, got a little bit of like leftover spinach on it, you know. Badge of honor, honorable trash. That's just improper, guys. Anyway, it's a long story. I'm not dissing on Justin. You have to. It's a long story.
I was gonna say it sounds very passionate on what you're saying to him.
It goes back years, the early days of my streaming. Anyway, it had to do with the tier list for movies. You know, you've got your supreme movies, your B movies, and then we had there was like trash and honorable trash. Like movies that are not good, but we like them anyway. Like they're actually terrible films, like Sharknado.
Yeah.
That's like honorable trash. I think that's how it worked, wasn't it, Justin? Because it's been a hot minute since we did something like that. So Sharknado would be honorable trash because it's not a good movie, but it is. Like it is because it's so bad. Anyway, Cole Hauser says, "Yo, what's up, Nomi?"
Hi, Cole Hauser. How are you, dude? How's Canada? I hope it's a lot cooler than Southwest.
Well, I asked Cole Hauser about the fires, but he never let me know, so I was a little concerned.
What if he was? Wait, what if he's the fire?
He didn't start the fire.
Yeah,
it's always burning since the world's been turned.
Right,
anyway,
so what's
so
the OC? I'm sorry, I am late to the party. But
you are.
What can
it's
I
fine.
do to start?
So here are some of the ideas betwixt me and the chat that thus far we've come up with. But you know, there's always wiggle room for change. But the idea was, what if this character, it's still set in a fantasy world, right? So it's not in our world per se. It's kind of like essentially the mirroring of ours. There's Norse mythology involved, but it's kind of like how in Marvel they have their own twist for what Norse mythology is.
Yes,
how it works. It's semi-real to what our Norse mythology is. So that's kind of the idea here. So the idea was that this is a descendant. This character here is a descendant from either Norse gods or Nordic mythological creatures that were around the gods, thousands of years ago. He's a long distant descendant there. And the idea is that his family has this magical horn, the Nordic horn. And the idea was that the gods could be called back to the current day by blowing this horn. And I had this idea that what if there was another horn or something like that had also magical properties, but seemingly in the opposite direction, that if you blew that horn, it would cause the destruction of the world. And so because this horn is so old, and because there's always some mischief and some rumors, and you know how things go down the trickle of time.
Yes.
They don't know which horn this one is. It could be the one that calls back the gods, or it could be the one that sets off Ragnarok. So it has never been blown. Now, somebody had made the suggestion, like maybe it was a horn that brought the gods back through time. There was something like that. We were also trying to figure out what kind of a person this guy was. Somebody suggested an archaeologist. I do like the idea that it's something of a, kind of like a Tomb Raider kind of situation, archaeologist / explorer, adventurer kind of person. Somebody just a little thinking. So based on like the outfit, I have the top that's kind of a little more modern hiking outfit, but then I decided to couple it with a little bit more fantasy / kind of Norwegian. I forget what the tribes are up in, I don't know if they consider themselves tribes, but the tribes up in Norway where they live off of the land and they have like the elk boots and stuff like that. So instead of giving them hiking boots, kind of bring it a little bit more to that earthy kind of vibe. So that's all that we really have so far. So we don't have we don't have a reason why the gods disappeared. I had been floating around the idea of that maybe things were getting out of hand. Some kind of magical what was placed on that encapsulated the gods into this horn, essentially.
Okay.
And so people were just too terrified because the lore of the horn to blow it, that, but I don't know why we would need or wonder, why would we want to bring back the gods? Like, if everybody's kind of hunky-dory in current day, this guy's current day, what would be the need to just idle curiosity? And as Iconalis always reminds me, this character's the boots with the fur. We haven't added the fur to the boots just yet. Yeah, when we were creating that, I just couldn't help but sing that because I see some of those reels with the cutesy dogs, and they've got the original song, and it's like how my dog thinks versus how my dog is, and they've got like the style, the urban whatnot with the glam and everything, and then it scrolls over to the Chihuahua that's got like the pink frou-frou dress going for a walk, and it's like with the boots, with the fur. So I might have to add that to this character. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We've got our little meme culture here. By the way, Cole Hauser says the fires still be burning. Well, do something about it, Cole Hauser. Get some Dasani and sprinkle it out there, Bougie water. I keep bringing it back as payback for you getting it stuck in my head all day Monday. Well,
wow.
What are you gonna do? Boots with the fur. All right. DL says Tabitha is magical. What a technical term? 100%. The magical what? It's kind of like jibbies. They're their own words. Have you never heard of a jibby?
No, I've never heard of a jibby.
My family, my aunts, they do a lot of those words like that. It's like it's a thingy dingy.
Oh,
A whatchamacallit. A who was it?
Yeah.
It's a what? It's a jibby.
The thingy.
Yeah, it's basically like kind of like a little small something.
Yeah,
just like a little jibby.
Yeah.
Now I think that eventually that term got used for the stuff that the little cutesy things that you put in your Crocs.
Oh, is that what they're called now?
There was like this was years ago. But then when that was really super popular, like it had just come on the scene. And I think there was another company because they couldn't coin it as whatever the Crocs coin those little doodads and whatnot.
Yeah.
More words to describe nothing. But yeah, jibbies. They would sell
Okay.
jibbies, or like my aunt would be like little hair jibbies, little things, little
hair clips, but they're jibbies.
They're well, actually, in my family now they're called hair pretties.
Okay.
Yeah, my aunt, when she had her little girl, I don't know why barrettes were too difficult. Difficult. Do girls wear barrettes anymore? When's the last?
Joe, remember? Joe was in our group chat. She's like, I've been trying to find these. I can't find them. It's like, have you tried Etsy? She's like, Etsy. Oh
yeah, but those were the butterfly clips. No, I'm talking about barrettes.
Oh.
When's the last time you heard somebody talk about their barrettes?
Like that, like the hats?
No, that's a beret. Oh my gosh. You never worn a barrette?
Hold on. I'm Googling it right now. Barrette.
See, guys, this is what happens. Nobody knows what a barrette is? It's a hair clip. It's a barrette.
Barrette hair clip.
Those
actually, yes.
Well, so a barrette, it's not like necessarily a one. It's a decorative piece that you put in your hair, but it has like a clip, or it had the little metal wire that snapped onto the little the metal orb on it. Yeah.
The reason why I never wore them because my hair is too thick. And they break.
Same. You would have to try to put it in just the least amount of hair possible. But if you didn't have just enough, it would slide. But then the metal would bend if you put too much in it, and then it would slide again, or it would pop because it wouldn't.
Yes, I know the struggle.
Yeah, barrettes. So instead of calling them barrettes or hair clips, my aunt would call them hair pretties. And we just all kind of adopted that. Be like, hey, bring me a pretty. Oh, look at those pretties in your hair, because it made the little girls pretty. So that's Tabitha family lore. Aren't they big clips? No, barrettes were usually small. At least when I was growing up, they were not very large. Barrettes were small, but you could have big barrettes, but they weren't large. There's a whole, if you know, you know, like Jimothy in Seattle. I don't know what you're talking about as far as where that comes into context with this, but I do love me some Jimothy. I've been listening to his song on repeat when I'm in the car. Have you listened to the song Jimothy?
I have.
Oh, I love it. I love that song. I'm trying to memorize it. So back to this elf creature person. He doesn't have to be an elf, but I figured with the elf ears it kind of works. So I'm just having a problem. So I also was thinking last night, I was watching Sevi play whatever game she was playing with after she couldn't join us because she lost her cable. There was this wolf in the game that she was playing, and I didn't pay too close attention because I needed to do other stuff, but it looked like the wolf had wings or something made out of sticks or bramble on its back. And I thought that was really cool. So I was like, well, what if we incorporated some kind of like a spirit guide or something like that into this story? Because we all know how much I love to draw animals. So why not have another, challenge?
A little mythical Nordic Jimothy.
Oh. Well, I kind of wondered if we should just give Jimothy his own little story.
Ooh. That'd be fun. I think that'd be worth it.
It'd be pretty cool. Let me see. Well, you guys are saying a squirrel. Well, no. I would specifically want to do a wolf because those are very strongly tied to Viking and Norse mythology and culture. So that would be cool. But I was just like, yeah, I saw they're making a Jimothy plushie. It's so cute. I love it. I love all the attention Jimothy's getting. And they suspect that Jimothy's father has the same condition, but there's no evidence. They just happen to find a grown male raccoon that has the same condition Jimothy has. But I don't know. I just thought it was really cool because if the wolf has like these, hear me out. I know it sounds weird. You have to wait until it's in the concept, but these are just ideas we're floating around. Like if there was like a spirit wolf that had wings made out of like sticks or bramble and stuff like that, it kind of grounds it into the earthiness of, the situation. But there was another possibility. I'm like, what if, hear me out. So here's where I got lost, guys. Like, I don't know what the purpose of this guy's journey is. Like, why in the world does he need to blow this horn? Idle curiosity. You don't usually do, because I don't want this to be like a stupid character who's like, yeah, hey, I don't want him to be like reckless like Thicket, right? I'd like this to be a little bit more of a mature kind of guy. If he is an archaeologist, archaeology, it takes patience. You can't just have answers right away. So I was wondering what if he goes on a journey to try to discover which horn his family has been holding on to this entire time. Maybe exploring some ruins. Somebody had mentioned Iceland the other day. Like, basically, yeah, he would be traveling to the land where maybe the gods used to live or something like that. Maybe there's I don't know, temple or something like that. Something like that. But like, I don't know, guys, what would be a good reason? Because if you know Norse mythology, the gods weren't really the greatest people on the planet or Valhalla, wherever they lived. They were often very self-centered, self-indulgent, and kind of evil with all the different things that they would do with each other. And then, of course, there's like Loki, who's the trickster god, which he was actually a giant, but that's a whole other conversation. So what would be a reason to want to call back the gods? Because I could see some evil, powerful person back in the day creating some kind of a spell that would encapsulate the gods, right? But what would make people want to bring them to the present day? Why would we do that? Hunter, hello. Me and my friends had a Viking horn. It would pass mushrooms back and forth between us? Oh, are we talking about
shrooms?
The drugs?
Shrooms. Yeah.
Okay.
The ones that you get to see God in?
Don't a different kind of God.
We're talking about Nordic gods here.
Don't do drugs, kids. But oh, that's right. Today is Thor's Day. It is. It's in Germany. It's Donnerstag, right? Donnerstag.
Where's Smoothie DJ to confirm?
Has to do. Yeah, it is. It's Donnerstag. It's Thursday, which has to do with like thunder, which is related to Thor. Which is cool. If you know, you know. But anyway. So that's kind of something that's really important and essential to the story. What would make people need to bring the gods to current day for a positive light? We all know that obviously blowing the horn and causing Ragnarok would be a bad thing. So that's easy. That's good. Nobody wants the earth to be destroyed except for, well, I won't say it, but I need some help with that part of the story. So if you guys got your thinking caps on, Fantastic says no one can. This is your idea? This is not like based off of the actual mythology, is it? Right? No one can go to Valhalla until the gods come back, and his dad, dead. Is that how? Is that what I'm understanding? His dad died. Did. No one can go to Valhalla until the gods come back, and his dad died. Dead. I don't know what that means.
Makes sense.
Died. Oh, there it is. Sorry, fantastic. Okay, so no one can go to Valhalla until the gods come back, and his dad died. Why would his dad die? I'm not like putting you down. I'm like, that's not bad. No one can go to Valhalla until the gods come back. So one horn summons the old gods, and the other one brings destruction. Why would you want to blow either horn? Yeah, this is the question. This is the question that we're trying to answer. How would that benefit them? That there was like in Greek mythology, they would summon like Jason and stuff like that. I think I mentioned that before, to go on these adventures to solve a problem. So maybe there's some. I also kind of liked the idea too, where I don't want to get too close to our reality with this story, but we do know, and it's a problem that transcends time. Is we have a lot of current day, if you think about like politics and stuff, and I don't want to introduce that to this, but the general idea is that we have a lot of problems in the world, and we have a lot of people complaining about those problems, and we have a lot of people that propose solutions to said problems, but nobody does those. Nobody acts. Nobody takes initiative. Nobody does anything. We just sit around and complaining. And so part of me was like, well, what if this guy is living in a world where there's a bunch of problems? There's a bunch of problems. And one of the solutions would be to bring back the old gods. But because they don't know which horn this is, they just sit around and complain and don't do anything. So this guy is like, you know what? Somebody's got to do something. So he does the studying. He does the journeying to find out what kind of horn his family inherited. Doesn't matter why he died, but can't move on. Family has the power to maybe change that with the horn. It's true. Family is very powerful. Is Jason the same hero from the second book series of Percy Jackson? I don't remember. It's been a long time since I read that series. It's a pretty fun series, but I mean, it's not, there's a lot of fiction in there, obviously, but I don't remember. Actually would matter. Dad died a warrior's death, but they're living in the modern times. So what would constitute I say modern times, but compared to what would constitute a warrior's death in modern day era? Like there's, maybe there's a promise of curing the land if you blow the godly one. This could be a dystopian time period. My original idea was he's the last of his kind and uses the horn to bring back his people through time. That's what it was. If he's bringing the gods back, maybe he's the last and he wants the gods to bring back his kind. Oh. Oh. See, you guys have some really great. I knew the chat wouldn't fail me. Hey, Saw. Okay, so what if he's the last of his kind? Bringing back his people. People can't go to Valhalla unless there's the old gods. And this is meant to be a short story, so that's where also I run into my conundrum, because it's like these can get into some seriously detailed adventures. And it's like, okay, that's kind of cool. It's like, yeah, to bring back your people, you need the old gods. Because according to mythology and stuff like that, they're the ones, I understand, that created the world, right? So you would need the original creators in order to create the people. But he doesn't know which horn he has.
Dun, dun, dun.
Jason from the Golden Fleece quest. There were several quests, if I'm not mistaken, that Jason had to be summoned to do. What is blowing the godly horn? Wait, what if blowing the godly horn could transform him into a god, but if he blows the bad horn, it turns him into an evil creature? Oh, that's a more simplified version. That's pretty good too. Oh. If he would be turned into a god, he could then possess the power to bring back his people or create his people, which would be a solution to an ongoing problem. But if he blows the horn, he could turn into an evil creature. Oh. We're trying to combine what you guys are saying here. Yeah. I don't know that much about Norse mythology, so this is going to be our interpretation. We're gleaning from Norse mythology. Or maybe his people require magic to live, and magic vanished when the gods did, so he needs them to return so his people don't die off. That's another good idea, too. Maybe his people require magic to live, and magic vanished when the gods did. So he needs... Yeah, I mean, and I would assume kind of without the magic, you can't go to Valhalla. So, there's just an ever-lingering presence of the dead on the earth because they have nowhere to rest.
Yep. Because when your spirits die, you're just floating. You're just there. You're aware, but you're not there. but you're there.
I have a twist for the ending that I can't reveal because otherwise you won't read the story when it's finished. But what you guys are giving me is really, so this is amazing. And I don't know, I'm all up in my feels today. I was really strongly discouraged because I was so in love with the idea of the story. And then I got ahead of myself and I don't know, I think it's also because I've been locked in my home for all week. I can't go out because of my stupid toe and all this kind of stuff.
That's
so,
right.
you know, just trying to heal and crap like that. So it's like, I need to get out of this house. I need to leave.
She has cabin fever.
I do have cabin fever. So I'm just kind of feeling a little weird. So the fact that you guys are coming in clutch this morning with these amazing ideas, and that's what always makes it hard too. It's like, oh, which one do we choose from? Because they're all so good. I'm starting to have a better piece of the pie here. One of my favorite movies I saw when I was a kid is Jason and the Argonauts. I have never seen that one. So does he already have both horns? No, he doesn't. And so, which is the point. So if he only has the one horn, but he doesn't know if the horn is the good horn or the bad horn, he'd have to go on a journey to find that. So, all right, hang on. Let me piece this together. Nomi, are you paying attention?
I'm paying attention.
No, you're not.
No, I'm doing my. Well, no. Do you want to see like what I'm doing?
Of course I do.
It's gonna be a little whitewash because I'm doing the blue line thing, but that's my pose.
What a great pose.
Yeah. So since we're doing Norse mythology, that pose and
wait, I think you got rid of your character.
No, I didn't. No, it's still there. It's just
okay.
Overexposed.
I saw it and then I didn't see it. I'm like, oh no, she.
All that work for nothing. Let's see. Yeah.
Wait. Oh, wait. I see feet. I see. Tilt it the other direction, maybe away from the light. I don't know. We saw it a second ago. I saw a silhouette of a gal holding a something.
Oh, so dumb. But anyway,
it looks good from what I saw.
All right. So, what she's holding behind her, I'm trying to draw an axe. So I'm trying to do the anvil part of the axe, or not the anvil, but like the metal part where it could do it. Yeah. So she's holding something like, the pose. So yeah. I did like a rock and roller pose. So like a girl, like with the guitar, just kind of like that, just kind of angled like that with the guitar kind of slightly behind. Pretty so cool. That is what I'm doing. But so I'm paying attention to you, but I'm just doing my work as well.
Wow. Real Stephen CC, there could be a prophecy. See, I want to avoid that. I kind of like the theme of somebody's got to do something. You don't need to be the chosen one. You don't need to be special in order to make a difference. Sometimes you just need grit. Like sometimes you just got to get tired of the noise that's around you and get tired of the fact that people might offer a solution and we need people that brain tease, right? But if you've got a real problem on your hand and nobody is doing anything to fix that problem, somebody's got to do it. So I like the idea that this guy isn't necessarily special. Yes, he's a descendant from the gods, but so are other people in this world, right? So are other people. He's not necessarily the only one per se. It's just that his specific breed of people or whatever, and it just happens to be that in his family, this was a relic an heirloom that was passed down with a great responsibility to keep it safe. And not a single person in his entire family ever took the time to figure out which horn this is. Meanwhile, people died. Nobody went to Valhalla. If we're starting to maybe merge some of your guys' ideas, maybe nobody went to Valhalla. And he's just like, well, I don't want to be a god. I like my life. But if nobody does anything, nothing happens. Nothing changes if nothing changes. So maybe he's like, okay, fine, I'll do it. But I need to figure out which horn this is, because otherwise utter destruction. Instead of saving the world, he'll destroy it. Mm-hmm. That could be. Does that sound like it kind of flows? Like it makes sense?
It makes sense.
A rival family has the other horn, and they come together through the power of friendship. Are you making fun of me?
It sounds like My Little Pony.
Friendship. It's not a terrible idea, but that last little part made it sound so funny. Yeah. He must connect the correct baffle to use the correct tone to bring back. I don't want to get too detailed with that. Remember, this is supposed to be a short story. Again, a lot of your ideas, they're not bad ideas. I just have to figure out how to write them into a short story. So, what if the two horns combined into one? No. Again, I kind of just like. I don't want to make it too complicated and plus, how would you combine two horns? Like that would be weird. That'd be like putting a trumpet on top of a trumpet or a kazoo on top of a kazoo. That would be kind of, I mean, it would be fantasical, but okay. So then don't forget, guys. So something that I was thinking about is what if, this little spirit wolf person as this character, which we haven't named him yet. So be thinking about that too. Maybe we should just name him Holland since his hair is kind of inspired by Erling Holland.
I like it.
But I'll let you guys think. Let's think of some. I've always been a big fan of Bjorn. It's one of my big favorite names, but it might be a little too on the nose. I don't know. But where was it going? What if the wolf creature, when this character, whatever his name is, we'll just call him Nameless right now. When Nameless goes on the journey to the old lands where the temples and everything are, because he's an archaeologist, he's been studying this for years. He's like, I'll be the one to bring my family back, but I got to know which horn this is. So he finally takes off and he studies. He thinks he has the answers. He's like, X always marks the spot. Let's go there. And when he gets closer to these areas, maybe that's where this like spirit wolf will watch him from the shadows, and he will kind of guide him a little bit. Like, what are you doing? What are you searching for? Maybe he's a last part of the old magic. Could be. Somebody had mentioned that maybe magic disappeared. Possible. I would say that if magic ever disappeared to this capacity, there would always be traces of it somewhere. So maybe in this particular area, that's what this wolf creature, this wolf spirit guide thing is. And yes, he will talk. And so I kind of like the idea that the wolf wouldn't necessarily try to convince him one way or the other, but more of like make him aware of the consequences of his actions. Like, are you ready? You say you're not the chosen one, blah, blah, blah. You don't believe in destiny, but are you willing to acknowledge the consequences of your actions, whether you destroy the world or whether you heal? Because with great power comes great responsibility. So whether this guy becomes a god or whether he becomes the soul, the catalyst to destroy the world, you have to live with the consequences of your actions. You can blame nobody else but yourself. Maybe that's what we do. We had Old English Mastiffs, and we named them all Viking names. That's cool.
Yeah, I like that.
In Final Fantasy, which inspired by Norse mythology, cloud symbol is the Fenrir wolf. Yeah, see, I like the idea of the wolf. It's What about Erland for a name, right? Holland, Erland. We could do Erland, maybe. I don't know how. I'm not Scandinavian, so I'm not going to pronounce these things correctly. Navenlos. Navlenos is nameless in Norwegian. Maybe Navenlos.
Navnos.
Well, there's an N in there.
Yeah, Navn. Like you have to say it like with the Navnos. Combination of the V.
Navlenos. Sounds like a town.
Mm-hmm.
Navlenos. It's not a bad one. Hang on. Let's. You know what? Hang on. Let's make a note.
You got her thinking cap on now.
Oh, right. You guys have been great. This is excellent. Some of this stuff I'm like, I just don't know. It takes a village, That's why it takes a village. Let's just write one of these down. Erland. Is that too on the nose, guys? If we named him Erland or Holland. Holland. I don't actually know. Besides Bjorn. I don't know if you guys know, so it's spelled. That's how you spell Bjorn. Always like Bjorn. Elvar. Ooh. Give us a random letter, Nomi. Pick a random letter.
Okay. My gosh, why can't I think of this? Okay.
We got 26 letters to choose from.
Q.
Oh, dear God. Why would you choose Q?
You said a random letter, so
I know.
was
So
expecting-
what you picked instead of a random letter, what you picked is one of the most obsolete letters.
Okay, then I'll
in
take
the
it back.
entire alphabet.
All right, then I'll take it back. I'll do T.
Thank you. That would make life easier. I was like, I don't think there's Norse names with Q. Let's see. What do we got? Ooh, Trig. That's pretty cool. Tyr, Tate, Tarn, Dane, Tavo, of course. Thor, of course. You know. Thrym. Oh,
The Thrym's a nice word.
Thrym. Let's write this down. It's pretty cool. Let's see what we got. Thorpe. No, thank you. Torald. That's a cool name, but I don't think I want to name him Torald. Terrell. No, thank you. Thorkel. Excuse me. It would be Torkel because TH is not pronounced in these countries, but it would be Torkel. Sorry, I shouldn't make fun, but I'm gonna. Those are pretty cool. Vikings are are known. Let's see. I'm gonna assume. Let's see. Vikings are known to have 2 horned helmets. What if he needs both horns to restore balance to the world, allowing gods and men to coexist, or something? That's not a bad idea either. You know, it is. It's the positive, the negative. You know, you can't have a proper battery charge without both of them. So, you know, or whatever. In Fantastic's words. Well, okay. All right. One more random letter. Hello, Faint Echoes. Turn is a good name.
G.
It kind of reminds me a little bit too much of what is it? Is it Black Cauldron? Is that the guy's name? Is that
Tarn. G. I picked G.
G? All right, let me do
As
this.
in
Start with-
gangster.
as in gangster with the fur. Gamel,
Or-
Gander, Gansey. Ooh, these are not fun. Gawker. Geta. Gigner. I don't think this was a good one. Grout.
Yeah. Well, why not Grout?
You know, if this was a different kind of story, I totally would pick Grout. But I feel like this is a little bit more of a serious character. So I'm gonna go away with Grout. I don't know how to pronounce the rest of these ones. There's Gus, and Gustav. Ooh, here, Icelandic names. Here we go. Let's go with Icelandic names. Oh, dear God. I don't know how to pronounce these. This is so different. Valbjorn. Hafgrimur. Yeah, Amos Hill. I don't know. Dierborg. Heimir. Jokum. Oh.
Dwight Yoakam.
Jokum. Gorm, Sylvanus, Tiberius, Svend. I feel like Sven is a little too on the nose too, guys. Like, you know. Ulfric, Stormcloud. Grumpelden. Such a cute word. I love it. If this was maybe in Thicket's world, I would totally go with Grumpelden. I love that. It kind of has a Rumpelstiltskin vibe to it. That's cool. Atreyu, Magnus. Magnus is Greek or Roman, though. And we're trying to go a little bit more Nordic. Hang on. There's hair. What was the name I just saw? Jokum. Moss.
Moss.
We want to name him Moss.
He would be so flattered if you did.
Be like, look, here's Moss.
I made an OC character. I named it after
Johan.
you.
It's like a soft like, right? It's like I like it, but it's so we've got Nevelus, Elvar, Thrym, Hranfin, Johan. I'm gonna write down. I did kind of. Let's see. I know there's Joachim, but wait, how do we spell? Sorry, guys. It's part of the process. Sometimes there's the moments of the silence, the sound of silence. Hranfen. That's pretty cool too. Smear. No, thank you.
This reminds me of that one episode. You still need to watch Community. It used to be on NBC. I think I talked to you about this episode before.
Okay.
Where they play, it's a community college, and there's about 7 people. They're their main characters. So they're going through community college to, get whatever they want in life. The main protagonist, Jeff, he was a lawyer in Colorado, and they caught that his credentials were not valid. Because he cheated to become a lawyer. So he's like, well, I don't want to spend a lot of money. So he went to community college just to pass the courses so he could become a certified real lawyer, that he completed everything.
Okay.
So it's just a show about just bunch of, it's just random. But there's one episode where they have a Dungeons and Dragons episode. It's hilarious. It's so funny. It's definitely a nerd show. But they're all getting together because they notice there's this one classmate. He's not one of the main characters. Hey, we notice he's been super depressed, and they have the assumption that he's gonna end it all. No, we're not gonna let him do that. If he's lonely, we'll do whatever nerd thing that he needs to do to feel like he has friends and he's valued and he's cared for. So they set aside they're not nerd people. They're well, if he wants to play Dungeons and Dragons, we'll do it if it makes him happy. So they all get around. They don't know what they're doing because they've never played any tabletop game before. But one of the main characters, Abed, he has. So he's I'm the dungeon master. I forgot what his name was. He's I created these sheets for you guys. These are your characters. And then he's like, yeah, the dungeon master, he's I'm really bad at creating characters, so forgive me if my names sound really bad. They're no, you're really good at this. I'm sure you'll make a good character. He's Gar, yeah, you really are bad at making characters. He's I know how to do the story of the game, but I don't know what to do with your characters.
Oh my gosh. Caventino Magnus Ver Magnusson is a retired Icelandic strongman. Yeah, but that doesn't change the fact that Magnus is a Roman name. You sometimes people forget, and I'm not saying you do, but sometimes people forget that the Roman Empire stretched far and wide, and the influence, so Magnusson basically just means that somewhere in his line, his a father was named Magnus and then had children. And so what they would do is then carry the name of the father, add son to it. So Magnusson. So it's Magnus Ver Magnusson. And so that just means that somewhere down his line, somebody was also named Magnus. But it technically is not, historically, is not a Icelandic name. And plus, when you think of Magnus, you don't think of the people from the north too. So yeah, Stefan, Rollo. Yeah, Rollo was a very tall man. Yes, Ulf means wolf in Norse. We had Agamemnon. We added an R to be Viking. Agamemnon. Oh.
Isn't that the guy in Odyssey?
That's Agamemnon. This guy had doggies. He named him Agamemnon.
Ooh, doggies.
Agamemnon. I watched a reel of a Greek person who would watch the Odyssey, and it was hilarious.
Is it that female?
The one lady. Did I say that to you? Yeah. Why no Greek people? Why? What doesn't make sense is the Greek man is asking for a translation from the Greek villager.
It's her.
That doesn't make sense. I love. She's like Lupita. Where is Lupita? She's in this movie for 5 minutes. We want Lupita. She's Helen of Troy. Okay, we put her in the movie. When there's no Lupita. No Pita.
No Pita. And they're like, can you shut up? And she's starting to fight. She's like,
Are you Greek? Are you Greek? I am Greek. I'm like, I would love to watch the Odyssey with somebody who's Greek. It's like when I would watch German movies, and they would have the people would speak German. And I'd look at my mom. I'm like, are they saying? She's like, no, I'm like, what about their accent? And she's like, no, it's so bad. And then other times, she'd be really impressed. She's like, no, that one's good. That one's good. So it's always so fun. Or like I have a person who was who worked for the government in different departments at one time, and then you watch movies like Jason Bourne and all these kinds of things, and you look at him like, is that? And he's like, he's like, we don't have that kind of technology. Yeah, so fun. I really liked that reel. I watched it probably 3 times, just laughing my butt off because it's just, are you Greek? I am Greek. Like, so good. Godric, Percival, Jareth, Elka. We have a lot of great names. This one is my favorite so far. Where we go? Bjartmart. Sorry. These bless their names. I don't like that name. That's okay. Bjartmart. Bjarnvin. There's a lot of great. Well, we'll put a pin on it. You guys have had some really great ideas. I don't want to force it too soon. We've got some ideas. You guys have thought about it, and ironically, Dave Bautista is getting flack for being considered to be Kratos in Amazon's God of War. Ironically, he is half Greek on his mother's side. On his mother's side, I thought she was Filipina. But I guess she can be a mix of stuff, right? I don't think I would want Dave Bautista as Kratos. Not that he couldn't like maybe pull off the look, but at the same time, I don't know. Oh, he's too small. Yeah, that's true. Like him and The Rock have sized down considerably the last couple of years. So
Dude, and I'm tired of The Rock. Like
I like The Rock, but you know, I don't. But you know what? All right. I know it's not Tuesday, but here's my hot take. Everybody and their mother is getting on Zendaya's case for being Zendaya in every movie. Okay. Nobody says that about Tim Allen.
Yep.
Nobody says that about like Harrison Ford.
Yep.
I think Harrison Ford stops being Harrison Ford in one movie, and that was the one where he was a man with was it dementia? Oh shoot, Finding Harry. What was his name? It was very heartfelt. I was surprised because Harrison Ford always plays Harrison Ford, and nobody complains because we love him. But there was one movie where he actually showed a much broader range. But I'm just saying, like, everybody's complaining about Zendaya for being Zendaya, but like, or The Rock is just playing The Rock again, or Jack Black's just playing Jack Black again. Well, yeah.
Yeah, because he's Jack Black.
But I will say one movie so some people forget that Jack Black's been actually in other movies where he's not just a laughing bumbling idiot. Like he wasn't like that in King Kong. And actually, in the beginning part of the remake of it, well, it's not really a remake, it's more of like an add-on to Anaconda. I was so disappointed about that movie because the first 40 minutes of it were really great. Because it was Jack Black and Paul Rudd and a cast of everybody else. And basically it had to do with the fact that there was a group of people, they used to do stuff in high school. They wanted to be movie makers. Life got in the way. You know, you get married, you have kids, you have bills, all wonderful things. But at the same time, they distract you from your dream. And so they get this opportunity to go and make the movie they always wanted to make in the jungle. They spent all they had on it. It's really heartfelt. It was really great. Jack Black, again, was not some bumbling idiot who didn't know what to do. He was actually a very responsible individual who was just depressed until he got the opportunity to become what he once was. And then after 45 minutes, the movie went into a Jack Black film. But it was good up until then. But again, shows range. Like it's, you know, I'm just saying. Yeah, Jason Statham is Jason Statham in every freaking movie. Thank you. Regarding Harry. That's the name of the movie. I'm just saying, like, you don't have to like Zendaya.
Yeah.
But
you're wrong.
But
you don't like her. Yeah. You're wrong.
And I mean, Johnny Depp is kind of a unicorn So, but at the same time, he's still got the nuances that are the same
Well,
person.
and then he's also going to be Ebenezer Scrooge and the new Chris, and that
New
like
Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol. So
It
I'm
looks
looking
really
forward
fun.
to that one. Yeah,
Although I am tired of Christmas Carol. It's like we have other Christmas stories. Could we
Yeah.
just like
we have
elaborate?
the Muppets Christmas Carol, and then we have
Top tier?
I know, and then we have Jim Carrey's Christmas Carol, which is good.
Mickey's
I like that
Christmas
one.
Carol.
Yeah.
All the other old black and white Christmas carols. All that.
Mhm.
Jack Black was in Neverending Story 3. I've never seen it. I didn't even know that existed. I've never seen him in The Mosquito Coast. But so Harrison Ford is kind of my loose example, but I think you guys can understand what I'm saying is that he does have range. And I hate that terminology. I don't know. But for the most part, can we not agree that Harrison Ford pretty much plays Harrison Ford in every film?
Yep.
Give or take a few exceptions. The movies that Harrison Ford is most known for is him playing himself as a different occupation, whether it's the fugitive, whether it's the president of the United States, whether it's an archaeologist. Harrison Ford is, and we love him for it. He is a crotchety old man. All right, so man, I'm getting warm now. It must be the sun coming out, heating up my office space. Well, I didn't get much drawing done except for the Horn of Plenty. So, but you've really given me a lot of really great ideas that I can build off of this, and I really appreciate that because I was really stuck. Larry says, you're right, he does. I actually met Harrison Ford years ago when I worked at a supermarket. We laughed at a coworker of mine that didn't believe he was Harrison, even though he had his ID in her hands. Well, you get starstruck. And I have a hard time believing that Harrison Ford's first name is just Harrison because, you get introduced to these people and it's always Anne Hathaway. Could you imagine calling Anne Hathaway just Anne? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. I think the only person that I'd be okay with knowing them by their first name would be Helen Mirren. Like, I don't know. She's totally a Helen, Difference is most same character in every movie is those have more than one emotion. Zendaya mostly just goes, yeah, well, she's got the resting face or whatever, but I've seen her display emotion in different films. But the other thing is too, it's the director's decision.
Yeah.
Like if they told Zendaya, we need you to be more excited, I would think she could do it. She did play, I've never really seen it, but she is a former Disney child actor or Disney star, right? Victoria's or what would she? No, that was Ariana Grande. What did she play in?
In what?
What was Zendaya's origins on Disney Channel? Was it Nickelodeon or Disney?
Disney Channel, Shake It Up. She was a dancer. She was like her and Bella Thorne. They were two dancers in dance school. Yeah, so that was her breakout moment. And then after Shake It Up was Casey Undercover on Disney Channel, and that's when she was getting high demand. So they had to end Casey Undercover because of that.
Well, so I've never seen them, but I am going to assume, maybe Nomi has seen them, but as a Disney character, child actor, you usually have to be like high energy and all this kind of emoting and whatnot. So I would assume that she was participating in that.
She was. So when I worked at Disney World back in 2012, I had just started, and I know the training is like when you see a celebrity and if it's like a Disney PR thing, do not approach them. They have to approach you. So like if you do approach them while you're in costume, like it's an instant termination. I was like, okay. But I remember we were at Disney Springs because it was the group that we were at. We were just kind of exploring and we saw them. They were doing some sort of like PR Disney thing, like, hey guys, it's Zendaya and Bella Thorne, and they were doing the hot air balloon thing. So they were just kind of doing a tour of like, hey, if you're at Disney Springs, like this is what you could do for fun, like just kind of like cutesy Disney stuff. So yeah, but I remember watching them. So I was just like, I work here. They're technically my coworkers now, but they're in a different department. And then, but the
blue coats and the white coats, so we can't sit together.
We couldn't. But I just remember seeing them. I just sat from a distance, and when they were being filmed, they had to do the energy of like, yeah, Disney Channel, yeah, watch, shake it up. And then when they cut it, they would go back to like their regular self. But they
Mhm.
still had to do the persona of like, yes, the camera's not rolling, but we still need to do a presence that we are happy, energetic, and yeah. So it really is just a fake. Like it's just a massive curtain, and when it's closed, they're just like, all right, cool. We don't have to entertain. They don't have to put the mask on anymore. But yeah, I do remember that very vividly.
So yeah, when you're a Disney character person, you're not just monotone,
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I'm not saying you don't have to like Zendaya, but I think it's unfair to expect more from her when we do have a bunch of other actors that pretty much are the same people.
Yes.
And we don't give them flashback. I started watching what's it called? What was the latest movie TV show with Tim Allen last night? The car one with his daughter jump starting.
Oh, it's his new series that came
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
I was watching it and I'm like, this is literally just a near carbon copy of his previous one, Last Man Standing, which is a near carbon copy of Home Improvement.
Shifting gears.
Shifting gears, yes. And he's just the same guy. He's kind of grumpy. He's very confident. He's very masculine. He's funny.
He knows a lot.
He's
and
to the
don't
point.
question-
He's a hard
yeah.
worker. And he's sarcastic as all get out. That is the same person. I have never once seen Tim Allen portray a man who is going through a rough patch and breaks down in tears and rubs his face saying, God, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. And some woman comes in and, rubs him on the back and his whole world has changed. And he's like, I was nothing without you before, Lindsay. And I know the man that I want to be now. No, Tim Allen has always known who he wants to be. And nobody's going to change who he is.
Yep.
And I love him for that. I'm okay with that. Buzz Lightyear is the same guy, full of confidence. It's the same guy. And I'm okay with that. Yeah, Zendaya actually sang her part in Greatest Showman. She has a great set of pipes.
She does. Well, because she came out with that once. It was considered post Disney, but she was still part of Disney. She came out with that song Replay. I listened to that song. Oh, Tabitha, it was such a Disney Channel song. I was like,
oh, okay.
I hated it.
Got Hannah Montana vibes to it.
But it was so good. Like I wouldn't even register it as a Disney Channel song.
Sure.
I was like, oh, this is so good. And then I saw a little interview. That's when Tom Holland's like, when I saw that music video, that's when I realized I love her and I want her to be my wife. And they got married.
Oh,
like guys, like think about it. Like you can do it. If there is a woman that you are super fascinated, and this Zendaya is just like coasting through life. She's just doing the Disney Channel thing, like trying to make her career. And little did she know, a British boy saw this music video and was so infatuated with her. He's like, I'm gonna make it my ambition to meet her and marry her. And he did it. That is true love.
That sounds similar. Do you know Paul Bentley's story? Bentley?
Yeah, Bentley. Yeah.
It's pretty much the same story with him. And is it Jennifer Connelly?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He was like, I remember seeing her in the magazines and I saw her growing up and I was like, man, I want to marry that woman one day. Manifestation.
You put your mind to it, it can work. And if you know how to calculate the moves of like, oh, she's an actress and I'm an actor, what if we can meet together and like, be on the same film, just one film? And look, now they're in two.
There you
Odyssey and Spider-Man.
By the way, I just made a symbols. You guys might see this little medallion that the guy's wearing. I just put one that I remembered. I don't actually know what this means or if it means anything. Of course, they tell us that they mean something, but I was like, I don't know. I don't know what I should put here. I am looking now at like little symbols and what they mean. And of course, people write with the dumbest fonts because they think they're cool, but you can't read what it actually says. So that's not helpful at all. what does it say? There's courage. I don't know. I'm kind of trying to figure out what kind of symbol should he even be wearing this? Bless you. Should it just be decorative? Should I put too much thought into it? Probably not. If you went to the, I think when I went to the Ren Fair, I got a little stone necklace with a leather strap thing that it has a rune in it, and it was meant to symbolize oh shoot, it wasn't confidence because it doesn't have that, but here, what if we went with energy? Like we all need, yeah, we all just need a little more energy. Why don't we just give him the symbol of energy? Here we go. It's basically R, and then it's got, there we go, energy. We just need more energy. I like it. Now I do need to put some runes and things and make the horn decorative, I think. I don't know what people would wrap around. F for friendship. F for fantastic. Yep, there you go. Jason Momoa was the same with Lisa Bonet. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Really a shame what happened to them. Well, I think we overall got our character design. I don't have any pupils in the guy's eyes. Maybe we just leave them blank because that would be uncool. But let's give him some pupils. Oh, that worked out fairly well. So what you do, the little trick that you're supposed to do is to take everything and then flip it so it looks okay. So we can already tell that the other eye is a little wonky doodle. So let's undo that.
So I'm not using Procreate. I'm using like the free version, what I found on my iPad.
Sure.
The more I do drawing with you, the more I discover is like, wait, I could do that. So I tried erasing. I was like, well, I need this to be white. And then it wasn't erasing. I was like, why isn't it erasing? And I have the eraser on, but it's the color that I'm using to sketch now. I was like, oh, I can erase the color back. I don't know how to describe it. Like
you have it on a mask, it sounds like.
It's out, yeah, I guess so. But like it's the eraser, but the color that I'm using to sketch it is still on there. So I tried to erase it and it wasn't erasing. And then I just changed it back to white. I was like, oh, so if I need to erase, but like make it still that main color, I could change it. Oh my gosh. So I just discovered that right now. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
Sort of. It kind of sounds like a mask layer where you can erase things, but they're gone, but they're never forgotten. So basically it's not visible, but if you need to bring it back, it's always still there. Oh, kind of. I don't know. That's kind of what it sounded like, but maybe not. That's what one thing I do love about Procreate is like the fact that I know, if people aren't really into drawing and regularly and whatnot, but I think it's like $22. And that's it. And it comes with all the amazing brushes that you need, really. All the little doodads and whatnots. And they come with free updates. You don't have to pay for them. So it's like, heck yeah, man. So
yeah,
love it. Okay, I think overall we got a good looking character. What do you think, Nobi? If you saw this guy, what would you think about him?
Dang, that is a Nordic man.
No, you would not.
Nordic men are pretty attractive, but I like him. He looks like a little adventurer, kind of like he's giving me the vibes of.
Yeah, tell me the vibes.
Treasure Planet.
It's the bangs, isn't it?
Yes, it's the bangs.
I did that on purpose.
Well, like it's the curiosity of him just trying to be like. It's been so long since I read the book and seen the movie. But the way how Disney designed that character, he always looked like optimistic, but also like doubting himself. So I kind of see that just like in his eyes, just like I have this power, but I have the power, but I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, I still think one of his eyes is still a little wonky.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, it's a little wonky, but we'll fix it. We'll fix it, guys. Don't worry. Okay. What do you think of his nose? Is that too cute? Is he too chipmunky looking with this kind of nose?
Bring it closer.
I mean, he's cute. But is
Yeah.
it giving Alvin and the Chipmunks?
If you were to get rid of the little circular thing, I would.
Oh. my my brain melted, almost deleted. Thank God for undo. Okay. Woo! That could have been. See, now I feel like that's even more Alvin and the Chipmunky.
Really?
Maybe. Maybe it's this thing. I've been trying new things with noses. Hang on.
See, that looks more like Holland nose.
It does, doesn't it? We're totally getting
Boom. See, like there.
I don't know
like,
why though. It's not like I didn't look at him for an example. He is the star of the year, the star of the summer. What are you gonna do?
Love him.
Is right scarier than the death kicks, and the death kicks are pretty scary. Duke, right on time, but not really. A little late. Says go buy a beer. No, I will not, but I will buy a coffee on your dollar. Send me a super chat. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting. One of these days, I'm gonna will you down. I'm gonna get a gifted subscription, and I'm gonna be like, there it is. We won him over. He's part of the dream team now, whether he wants to be or not. But one day we're gonna be making him part of the ecosystem. It's what it is. People say that's better. Okay, we think that this is better. Not with a little. I'm trying to expand what my, because the thing is that we do have this little plane on our noses, no matter what shape. And so I just was kind of trying to, it might be different when I color it too. But there was also, let me see here. I was thinking, what if I, See, I don't like this. This is too anime looking. I think it's too bland, too normal people looking. It makes his face look weird. I don't like it. So we got... Yeah, maybe. He looks maybe a little more masculine that way because it's less cutesy. Question mark?
Yeah, it looks less cutesy.
I thought you were watching. Real Steven TV with 2 jewels for a silver star. Thank you. Okay. All right. And then, and then we're going to give him a scar because, I'm just kidding. We'll make him Luffy, D Monkey. No, I think that's, should he have jewelry? That's the other thing too. Is that too, I think that's a little too Pirates of the Dark Water. We could do something up there. I think that takes away. I think that'd be too many embellishments because he's already got a lot going on here and then with the horn, and he's got some really cool hair. So I think if I put too many doodads and whatnots, it might, I know that they have like those things that they like, but the women I think typically wore those. I mean, I could have like a braid coming down. That's kind of cool. Are you getting a cold?
I think so. I was sniffing like crazy last night. Well, even though it was like hot, it was a lot cooler in my living room. But I noticed that I got this little cough. So I was just like, like, no, I don't want to get sick. I hope I'm not getting sick, guys. I'm gonna drink some orange juice. Take my extra vitamin C.
I feel like this just makes him look a little too girly.
The little braid, I like it.
I like it, but I think it's in the wrong spot or something. I don't know. I
maybe pull it to the front.
Oh shoot, I missed it. Hang on. We need to do this on a separate layer, otherwise. Okay. To the front, like up here?
Yeah.
Hang on. I'm terrible. Here. I don't know. That looks stupid. Trying to find the right flare makes all the difference when it comes to hair. I don't know. I'm trying to imagine. Usually it gets bulbous and then it like a little flame. I don't know. His hair. I mean, I would of course make the braid prettier, but just as a general idea, I feel like it's distracting. It's distracting. If I put it here, you won't see it. If I put it back here, yeah, it might be a really cool element, but I feel like it's distracting. So, well, okay. So we got that, and again, we didn't do much drawing. But I got hands. You know, he didn't have hands before.
You
So
got hands.
Yeah, it's hair helpful. I could add facial hair. I thought about that. I don't want to because I tried it, and again, it just like number one, he's got shaven sides, but I know some people do that, but I just thought it's just too distracting. I think it's too much. I had thought about giving him just mutton chops. Thought that would be an interesting, but then it looks a little too punky, I think. You could give him the flavor saver, the mustachio, but I think at the end of the day, you know, he just look better without that.
On my iPad, I got a random number that popped, like that just sent me a text message, like, "Who's this number? I don't have it saved." It's on my iPad, and I look at my phone. It's the boss. It's like, oh, it's boss.
It's just Moss. It's Moss. Captain Moss. All right, and then we'll just add some elements around here, I think, to make this look cool. Maybe he finds the Stargate. Dr. Rachel told me she finished watching Stargate for the first time, and she's like, "I see why you love the show." And I'm like, "I know, right? Right. Oops. Man, this design, it's not perfect here, but again, we're still kind of in the phase 2 of the sketching process, so it's fine.
I probably need to start watching Stargate again. It's been so long. I was watching it when it was, you know, still airing.
Oh, really? Yeah, no, I never got to see that. I mean, I saw it, like my mom sometimes would have it on, but we weren't huge Stargate people at the time, sadly. But I do remember being mesmerized by it, like, this is so cool. Mongoose, psychotic mongoose, welcome in.
Psychotic mongoose.
So you're saying you don't want his face with the fur. No, I don't. The Patrick McCartney, what's up? What if there's a thin section of his eyebrow that's missing? Like there was, I thought about that too, but again, I think it's just going to be too many elements that are going to, you know, I thought about that too, because it kind of looks like he has that right here. But I don't know, because, you know, it's the other thing is too, is remembering that he's not really in Viking times anymore. He's the descendant of that time frame. So it's kind of like, it would imagine living in Iceland today, minus Facebook and AI and stuff like that, but kind of like living in this time frame without our necessarily modern conveniences, but that time frame, right? Like it's been a hot minute since those people were sacrificing to Thor. So, but yeah, I gotta add some embellishments to the horn. This was made, so it doesn't necessarily mean that it's you know, made out of goat. You know, as far as that's concerned, a goat horn would be concerned. Let's see, I don't know what I'm doing. What was I doing before? Here we go. How's your character coming along?
It's going good. I'm drawing boots, like at least
with
sketching. No, yeah, with fur.
With the fur,
to keep her little feetsies warm.
Little feet. Got to keep the feet warm, you know.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look for inspiration for like an outfit now, since we're doing Nordic. Oh man, I will say, because I did run some errands yesterday with my mom. And we went to Walmart, and I was sneezing like none other at Walmart.
Uh-oh. The tickle was already happening.
It was already happening. That's why I was like, dang it.
This kind of looks like a weird scorpion. I don't know.
No, it looks Nordic.
Or Atlantean or something. I'm okay with that. That's fine. Maybe we'll make it kind of like an arrow. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm doing right now, guys. Don't worry. Oh, thank you, the Patrick McCartney. You went in this direction. I did. We did. We settled on. Well, I settled. You guys helped me for sure, though. One thing that's really hard or difficult is like with Celtic and Norwegian or it's not really Viking culture, because Viking is actually, for those that don't know, and maybe a lot of you do, but Viking is actually a verb. It's not an adjective.
Mm-hmm.
People weren't Vikings. They went Viking. It's not a joke.
But
That's
yeah,
true.
Viking,
They
yeah.
would go Viking.
Yeah.
They would not be a Viking. They would go Viking.
Viking.
They had their different clans and stuff like that. What they would do, Viking, it just became a term because that they were the group of people that would do that. It'd be like, oh, the Vikings are coming. The people who Viking are coming. And it just stuck. So now we refer to them as the Vikings. But essentially that would be like us referring to a group of people as post hole diggers. Be like, oh no, the post hole diggers are, it's what they would do. It's not who they were.
They were coming around the mountain.
Right. They Viked. Exactly. They but it's interesting when you just history opens up and you're like, oh wow, amazing. It's kind of like also, this misnomer in the sense of like when our guy Chris Columbus came and was like, oh, Indians. They weren't Indians, but that just stuck.
We were natives. Yeah, Indians. Our redskin brothers.
Our redskin brothers. Our cousins. Some of them.
I got some native blood in me.
Same. Cause probably not the same. Probably not the same cousins.
I think not Aztec. What's the other one?
Mayan.
No, but there's another one. There's Mayan, Aztec.
Incans.
I think that one's it. Incan. That's like more on my dad's side. Because
really?
my mom yeah.
Well, but your family's from Mexico.
Yes.
But the Incans weren't from Mexico.
My dad's side.
Yeah, but they weren't from Mexico.
Oh. Well, which one is it that's like in like native?
Mayans.
Well, yes, there's Mayans, but there's another one.
Right? Yeah, there's the most
Mayans?
well known because there's also a lot of other little ones that nobody ever talks about. Was the Incans, the Aztecs, and the Mayans. They're the ones that. Let me see. Mayans. Where? Wheels.
Where?
That's not.
Wheels.
I don't know why AI did that.
Mayans,
the area of Mexico. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say that Incans and stuff, they were more in like Central America.
Okay, here we are.
Central
Nahua, Maya, Mixtec, Zapotec, Raramuri.
See, a bunch of ones that nobody ever talks about.
Yeah.
Which is disgraceful. Representation matters.
Okay, hold on. I don't know. I know like my dad is like from his side of the family comes from like the Mexican Native Americans. Yucatan. I heard of that one, but that's like more of whoops.
Isn't that more mountainous regions?
Yeah, that's mountainous regions.
Because like if you're from Guatemala, you have I think Guatemalans also have as Mayan, I think, as well.
They have
because they were some of the largest empires for Central and South America.
Yeah.
So then you have, like I said, you have all the little ones, and they were basically the Roman Empire of Central and South America. Rome. There were a bunch of other countries and territories, but nobody knows about them because Rome conquered them.
Yeah. Because I know the Aztecs would have like the big, large noses, and we don't have that. So I'll have to figure it out. But my mom, she's like my great grandmother. She's from Spain. Like she migrated from Spain to Mexico to escape from Hitler's regime, actually. And yeah, so we have that Spaniard side on me. So if you've met my mom, she's like tiny fair skin, not brown, versus my dad, like he's brown, and my brother and I were darker skin, and my sister is light.
Whose white baby is that? When I saw your sister for the first time.
we look alike, but we're different
Oh,
colors.
wait, you sure that's your sister, Naomi? Which one? That one? No, not that
Yeah,
one. Not
which
that
is
one. Surely not that one.
No, the brown that one might be mine, but
No.
this one, but this one comes from the mountains of Caucasus.
Caucasus.
That was me when I first met my nephew. It's like, who's white baby?
Whose white babies? Oh,
And
your
it's
poor
funny
sister.
because like my nephew's mom, she's like, I really want him to be brown. I don't know why he's white.
You don't get to choose.
I know.
It's sorry. That's just not how genetics work. You don't get to choose.
Which is weird because a lot of my good friends who are Hispanic who've married white guys, all of their kids are brown. So it's just like I don't know why, but the brown gene is so superior.
It is. It's very dominant.
Mhm.
Darker, heavily more pigmented people, whether
Yeah.
they're from India, whether they are from Aboriginal tribes. It doesn't matter what flavor you are. If you're stronger, in the melanin, and I'm wondering if that's just what it is. I don't know much about the biology and everything about that. I just kind of wonder if and it has, for me, because we're in such a time frame. So I'm not saying what you said was wrong, but I hate using the word superiority because we have that problem with everybody. I get what you're saying though, where
Yeah.
it's more of like, it's more scientifically stronger. Like it's almost like where the lighter colored skin people lack in melanin. It's like when you introduce that into the water system, it just becomes more evident, right? It's just
Yes.
more evident. Like why wouldn't it be more evident? Although at the same time, I have seen plenty of pictures of these beautiful children where you have the biracial children where one is considerably darker than the other, one is more pale, and it's like, so what happened? Yeah. So somebody won. So the melanin was like yes for this one, and then the other one, the body was like, no, we don't want more, we're fine the way without any. And they just like, no, we are the Roman Empire, we fight for this land. The other one's like, okay, well, we're fighting for the land over here.
Yeah. It's funny because since my brother and I were darker in skin tone and my sister's, white. I remember
Which is funny though, because speaking as the resident white person, your sister's not really white, but she's whiter than you.
Yeah, she's whiter than me, but
But
I
she's not
remember-
actually white.
she's not white.
Because she does have the darker undertone for sure.
Yeah. Oh no, when she tans, like her color shows out, but like when she's with her white friends and they tan, they just turn red. And then they're like, how do you do it? She's like, I'm Mexican.
And they're like, you're what? Oh.
We didn't know. Why did you lie to us?
We didn't know.
You guys never asked. You
They're
just
gonna
assumed.
know. I didn't know.
But I remember one time we were coming back. We were crossing the bridge from Mexico back to the States. And I remember just being in line for the bridge, and crossing the bridge takes hours, dude. And if you ever do that, like go to Mexico and you're crossing back to go to the States, there are people on the Mexican side trying to sell you snacks, treats, food, whatever. So they're vendors. They're just trying to make a buck from people trying to go back to the States. So what you'd only see too is a bunch of like, what's the best way to describe it in English?
Couldn't say.
In Spanish, it's like las Indias, which is like the Indian women, like would be like the native Indians. And you could tell that they're different from women from Mexico because of their outfits. But they'd always carry like their babies on their back, like a little hammock. Like it's super cool. And they just do it like that's their natural way of doing it versus, going to the store and buying something. So their particular outfits, and they would have like 3 babies on their back, one in the front, just trying to sell us like the little candies. And we would just buy it from them because like one, we were hungry and we wanted snacks. But I don't know I think it was my brother. I don't think it was me. But my sister was asking my mom like questions like, Mom, like why are they on the bridge? Why are they selling stuff? Like, why does she have 3 kids? And then my mom explained it to them.
This is where they come to die, darling. No, I'm
and then my brother just looks over. I think it was Bobby, my brother, who like looks over at my sister. He's like, yeah, that's how we got you. And my sister's like, What do you mean?
Of course, it's got to be that the oldest children decide this is the time we break the news to our youngest sibling. You're
Yes.
adopted.
And then I remember that was like the long going joke with my sister, like, yeah, you're adopted. And I heard the sarcasm in my brother's voice, and I was like, Steph, that's how he got you. Like, I started going along with it. It's like she had too many babies on her, so she had to sell her baby so she can get money. So that's how we got you. She started crying.
Well, yeah.
I remember my parents getting so mad at us because like we convinced my sister that we got her from the bridge. So that's
we got her from the bridge.
So that's actually a very border joke. Like, yeah, we got you from the bridge.
Got you from the bridge.
and it was a few months later. My sister had a meltdown, like a total breakdown of everything.
No, sister.
My mom's like, what happened? And my mom got mad at us. She's like, what did you guys do? Like, we actually didn't do anything. We were just in the living room.
She's just coming to terms with reality, Mom. Sorry.
Like, here's the thing. Like, my mom's like, what happened? My sister's like, I am adopted. You guys, Bobby and Nomi weren't lying. And then we just looked at each other like, we didn't say anything, but like, what convinced her that
something was a revelation to her? It's like, it's all making sense now.
I just remember my mom's like, no, like, you're not adopted. They're being mean to you. Like, you are my daughter. Like, I had you. And my mom's like, the sister's like, yes, I am, because I just went through all the photos, the family photos. Right. And there's no baby pictures of me. And my mom's like, yes, there is. Like, there's baby.
She's like, see that white baby? That's you.
No, Tabitha, my mom doesn't have any photos of her as a baby at the hospital.
It was too expensive to get film and all that. Is that the story?
No.
Oh.
My mom's just like, what happened to them?
Oh, no.
So she's like, we had photos of you at the hospital. Someone was like, it is true, you did get me at the bridge. And then so that was for like 2 weeks. So my mom like reached out to all of my like family, both sides. Aww. And my dad's sister, she's like, hey, I do have photos. So she sent them to my mom. She's like, see, look, like, here we're at the hospital. So yeah, my sister, I just remember my brother and I laughing, but my sister is very easily convinced that she was.
Well, as the youngest, you believe the oldest, and then when there's evidence to prove it, and it's a likely scenario and whatever, that's rough. I remember, I think I've shared that before. My dad and his siblings did that with their youngest sister because out of all the kids, she didn't look like either parent. So, all the other kids distinctly look like mom or dad, but my aunt didn't look like any of them. And so and it's ironic too, because out of all the kids, she's the one also that tans the best. She gets like this Greek godlike skin when she tans, but when she passed on to my cousins, and I hate them, they're so gorgeous when they tan. Like, it's just like this bronze colored skin, and the tan lasts. When I tan, it doesn't last. Whatever Native American we have, it passed on to just those two cousins. The rest of us, no, we could tan, but it won't. It'll be there for like 2 months. My other cousins, it's like a year-round thing, and I'm like, I hate you.
Yeah, I hate you.
I hate you. But my mom, she said that she was told that the donkey brought her and left her on the doorstep. That's what her siblings told her. She was the youngest.
That's actually awesome.
They would tell her that the donkey brought her and left her on the doorstep. I think that had to do with, we had this conversation before. Again, no, look, it was the old country, people, okay? But they would tell, I think it had to do with because the gypsies at the time were nomadic people, whatever you want to say, blah, blah, blah. They said that the gypsies were passing through town, and they would have their donkeys that had their stuff on it, and that she was left on the doorstep. If I remember that story correctly.
Oh my gosh.
And you didn't want to be one of those, which is so ironic because my mom, blonde, pale, looks like her parents. But yeah, sure, she's from Romania. Yeah, it's fine.
Hold on.
All right.
I have to look for it, but there is a photo. I'll send it to you, but where I did have like a really, 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 really painful sunburn, which is weird because, like, I'm brown. I don't really get I mean, I get darker, but I don't burn. But
Well, you
this
have
one,
to remember, you're one of those brown people that hates the sun, and you melt in the sun, and you can't stand the heat. So when you do go out in the sun, the sun's like, get her!
well, that is also very true.
I'll never forget being in San Antonio. You guys don't understand, right? Nomi's of the people of the sun. Her people
Yes.
worship the sun.
Yep.
I'm in San Antonio, and her Smoo and I are just out gallivanting the town. Smoo and I are enjoying the sun because, in Europe, like if you see the sun, you run towards it because it's what you do. Me, I just love the sun. I like being warm and everything like that. And then Nomi's just like, oh, the shade. Let's walk on the sidewalk over here because there's shade. Like, what?
Oh, that's right. I do remember that.
You're like, let's get out of the sun. Let's look for the shade.
Well, because I get darker. I get darker. I don't
What's
like
wrong
getting
with that?
dark.
What's wrong with that?
What? I would have to buy another shade of makeup.
That's true. I forgot. It does get more expensive the more you change your color.
Yeah.
Same. I remember the day I was devastated when I finally found like the shade of foundation for my face, and I was like, "This is it. I'm going to stick with it the rest of my life." And then my mom's like, "Well, you have to get the one for the winter time too." Like, what do you mean? I felt like that Jennifer Lawrence video. Like, what do you mean? What
What
do you mean? And she's like, well, because you change color in the winter. She's like, you get paler in the winter, you get darker in the summer. So you need to have two foundations. And I'm like, get out of here with this nonsense.
Well, if I have to pay more money onto
The struggles of being a woman. If you guys see me drawing this half loop here, it's because it's not really symmetrical and it's driving me crazy, but I think this is the closest we're going to get. We'll always fix it later. Exactly, Larry. Get her. I remember that video did on the adventure, and I just moved from San Antonio about 2 weeks prior. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Right. The sun is a rarity. So it's kind of like Europeans, for the most part, are like the Cullen family from Twilight, or not the Cullen family, the children from Twilight, as far as the school children, the opposite of the Cullens. Like Nomi is a Cullen. The sun comes out and she's like, run away.
Sun. No.
Europeans are like, yeah, it's a day off from school. Everybody's out going on a picnic. They bring their badminton rackets. We're like, we're just going to lay in the sun and do nothing as long as we possibly can.
Yes.
Thank you, Real Steven TV. You guys like the horn? I think that's all the embellishments I'm going to do because I have to then redraw this every time I do, and it's got to be consistent. So I think I've got like the twisty whatevers, the knots or whatever, the angles. I think that works. I have a little bit of an inspiration over here. I think something that's missing too is I don't have like a backpack on him. He doesn't actually have like equipment for hiking and things like that. Thank you, Psychotic Moose, and Real Steven TV say it looks good.
It does look good.
It's meant to look nice. Look nice. Let's see. I think we need to make this look a little nicer too, because it is a little bland. But we might be able to do that with coloring. But what if I don't know. Let's try something here. That didn't work out. So let's try something again this way. He is turned a little bit, so it could be. I don't know. I feel like it's too bland. Maybe it should have been a circle, but I thought maybe that was too. But everything is very long, right? The body, we made the body longer than what I typically do with my chibis. The horn is also long, so maybe doing this in a circle would have been better. Or so got to remember, I got to redraw. The more details I add to a character, the more I have to try to figure out how to draw them when I do the illustrations for the story. So what if we did, instead of something round, maybe something, let's just kind of see what that looks like. Obviously, we'll make it look nicer, but let's see. Sniff, sniff.
Sniffy, sniffy.
This looks like a pot of
by
honey.
the way, I found the BTS Oreo cookies.
And what do you think?
I like them.
I haven't had them. What flavor is it? Peanut butter and jelly?
No, brown sugar pancake.
Oh,
they're tasty.
Sounds pretty good.
Well, because when I was out of town, when I was in the central Texas area, I was like, this is a pretty big city. I'm pretty sure I can find them. No, everyone I went to, they all sold out. And I come back home to my rinky dink town. I was like, out of all the places, they have them here.
Of all the places, the rinky
Yes.
dinks have it.
So I'm a fan. I could probably only handle maybe like 2 or 3 versus like regular
Yeah.
Oreos. I can eat the whole thing in one sitting.
But yeah, I mean, come on.
But this one was like, yeah, this is let me see how much sugar is on it.
No, don't look, Nomi. Don't
Oh,
look.
okay,
The
okay.
biodegradable, not the biodegradable, but between the sugar and then the artificial sweeteners and then the colors and then the bioengineered. Do you really want to destroy the dream?
I read something on it, and I'm just gonna pretend I didn't read it. Read it. Yeah.
See? Mhm. You're gonna ruin your experience. Your joy will just go like this because you're like, I don't know if I like this. This looks too much. I don't know. It's kind of cool.
I'm trying to figure out what outfit to do for my girl. I'm looking at inspirations.
And we've got our energy rune here for whatever reason because we just need more energy, more passion.
Ooh.
That's what we need. So that looks cool. It adds, I think, because I don't want to have the horn be so embellished that the character falls flat. So little things like this would be kind of cool. And then, yeah, I don't have like a backpack or anything, but then I would have to. Oh, that makes a difference with the. Let's try something here.
Cause see, you're doing a winter outfit. I was thinking like I want to do a summer outfit since we're still hot outside.
Well, that's because that was what my prompt was. So I
don't even get my prompt.
I had to do that. Well, it's available on the channel.
Well, since you, I guess I'll do a winter outfit because reasons. Let me look for a winter outfit. This is cute.
Let's see if we can do.
That's not winter. That's more forestry, outdoorsy. Man, I sound like a loser with my nose sniffing. I'm sorry, guys.
You don't sound like a loser, but you sound sick or like heavily allergied.
Well, yesterday, like I said, at Walmart, where I found the BTS Oreo cookies, I was sneezing like none other. Oh, and then going back to like talking about family who look alike and everything, I actually ran into my aunt at Walmart. I was
You
like,
actually ran into your aunt.
I actually ran into my. It is
funny statement.
Well, she's a caretaker, so she's never out and about.
Oh, okay.
So when I saw her, I'm like, oh my gosh, you're not doing caretaking things. So she's telling me things about my cousin that I did not know about, but he's a truck driver now. Okay. And she's like, oh yeah, I'm buying stuff for him because he's heading out at 2 a.m. I was like, oh, I was so close, Tabitha. I was close to asking her. I was like, can I get a ride along with him? Because like, well, it would be so much fun. Like he's my cousin, someone I trust, and I get to.
Yeah, you always want to die alongside family.
Yeah, and then I've been in a semi truck. Like I have other family who are truck drivers, but like to drive it, like to ride in a semi truck, and then, who knows? She told me his route, and I'm like, by any chance would he go to Florida? Can he drop me off somewhere?
Why not? You live in that nomadic life there.
Why not? I'm gonna be doing the state fair again. I'm gonna be a roadie or a carny. So
are state fair people considered carnies? Because it's not carnival.
It's true. They're not carnies. They're not.
Roadies?
They're
not really, I guess. No, that's a whole other thing, is it?
I think so, because when they're in town and they're operating the machineries, I was like, oh yeah, you're not from here. And I see all the trailers, like, yeah, they travel.
They's them traveling folk.
They traveling folk. But yes, I'm gonna be doing that again. Doing state fair stuff. I'm just looking forward to like the lemonades, the hot dog, the corn dogs, and the hot dogs.
I don't know if this is I'm not doing the best version of a backpack over here, but at least maybe it can make it look like he has a backpack on. I know somebody said a side satchel. That makes sense, but I didn't do that. Let's see. So let's look at the side of the backpack. This goes down. And then we would need part of the knapsack. So it would be more like this so you could see it this way.
Is there a lawnmower going on?
Yeah.
Okay, I hear it.
Yep. They out there
Mowing.
driving me crazy. Hey, I've got a show to run.
It drive me crazy.
Thank you everybody for hanging out with me on this bonus brush hour. Nomi joining us here as well. I won't have brush hour next week, so I thought I'd have it, and this just helps get stuff done. Let's see, we would maybe put this in a little pouch here. Well, it kind of works. Sometimes you have to fudge the physics just to get the point across. But as long as it looks good, it's okay. We're just, I don't know, we'll put something here, maybe make it look meshy. It's fine. Just the general gist of it all, maybe sort of, kind of, and it attaches. I don't know, something like that. But the bedroll is very sad. I've never really drawn one before, so it's kind of like this, but and the thing goes that way. So
Mhm.
I don't know.
All right,
maybe-
I found my inspiration. I'm going for it now.
You're the inspiration. Okay. Does he need an axe? I don't think so. I don't know that he necessarily needs weaponry. We'll figure that out. Maybe. I mean, it's always good to have, I know, weaponry when you're going on an excursion with the fur. But well, that's what this is, guys. It's a water bottle. Apparently I did it so badly you guys didn't even know what this was. My bad. Well, that's the thing. If he's got a pocket knife, then it's going to be in his pocket, so we wouldn't need to draw it anyway. Just kind of knowing that it's there. We're having a very long drawing session. I'm okay with that. I don't know what Nomi's time frame looks like, but
I've got all day.
Okay. Until your gaming stream.
Until my gaming stream. My boss is getting a little looser on me. I'm like, all right, cool, thanks. I'm gonna enjoy my time working at home.
There you go.
But I am getting a little hungry, a little peckish.
Same.
I think what I'll do is I'll leave you for a minute. I am gonna go get myself a little smackerel.
Ooh, a smackerel of something. I haven't
Yes.
smackerelled in a while myself. I could use a smackerel.
Okay, how about this? I'll go get my smackerel, and then you can go get your smackerel.
Ooh, and we'll smackerel together. Okay.
Yes, I'll be right.
Kind of looks like a modern water bottle. Did you set a time age for this? Yeah, it's just the idea. Wow, that's very flat looking. I'm not very good at drawing water bottles. This is just an idea. It's the idea that it's not our world per se. And probably if I had a better reference, it's not our world per se, but yeah, I think I need to redraw this. Let's go. Let's do this again. It's not our world, but it is more of a modern time frame than what the gods would have lived in. So I kind of want to make it where it's a little bit more current day. So let's start with the. I think the problem was that I didn't start with the foundation of the backpack properly. Whoops. But that's a good, it's a good thing to comment on. Modern day water bottle. Ooh, that water was good. I just kind of was following my reference blindly, so maybe because it does look a little bit vacant this way, but maybe that's because it's so stoic. And maybe we just, again, I have to remind myself that I have to redraw this in different ways depending on how I do this with the story. So what if he just kind of had a pocket? I mean, it looks kind of bland that way. I don't want to do a detail that would detract from, again, just be like, just gotta go with it. Let's see. Clip for a pocket knife. Flashlight. Just maybe a side pocket there. Oh, ooh, thunder is coming in. I'm trying to draw something from memory. It would help if I knew how to draw fabric properly, but there would be some tension maybe here. I was trying to indicate like maybe a full-bellied bag on this, like a full-bellied pocket on the side. I think that would work. It kind of shows the idea that there's something inside of it. We don't know what it is. Could be a flashlight, could be a pocket knife. I'll try to get better with the tension.
I'm back.
She's back. Oh, she's back. But that's just a general idea. Is that there's something in this pockets is. What did you smackerel?
Greek yogurt with blueberries.
Disgusting.
And granola.
It's like a grenade.
Sweetened with maple syrup.
Ooh. I did have a yogurt this morning, but it's not. Of course, to be fair, it is lunchtime right now, so.
This is still considered breakfast time, eh?
Right. You're behind, so you're technically in breakfast hour.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think we've got a pretty great looking character. It gets me excited. I'm like, oh, maybe we should go ahead and start inking. I mean, there we go. I think that looks a little bit more complete. We got the backpack, got the straps. So we got the adventure looking thing, hiking situation. We got the winter outfit kind of thing. I haven't added like the fur to the boots, which I mean, I could do just for Icanolus and myself and everybody else. Just kind of like a little tuft of it, but let's see if that helps. To kind of bring, I guess it kind of brings the outfit all together, but I don't think I'm going to do it with the fur. Boots without the fur, out the fur. But all right, well, Nomi, I'm hungry. Would you be willing to tell people about whatever?
While you go get your stuff?
Yeah, would you be willing to host?
Of course.
Could I give you the power to host? With great power comes great responsibility. Do you think you're up for the task of?
I am up for the task.
You're up for the task. Okay. I don't know how to do this because everything is set up to be me, but you're here.
Whoa.
So I'm trying to figure out what's the best way. Hang on. Let's have here. Let me see something here. Maybe this one. Hang on a second. Hang on to something. All right. I'm gonna add a camera slot. Oh, but I don't get to choose. I don't think I get to choose who it is. Cancel.
Oh no.
So, well, we'll just have to, unless we do it this way. But this way, people can see the artwork. Just rotate her. There, you're slightly bigger.
It works.
I'll be right back. You can talk about whatever you want to, as long as it's family friendly.
No, of course it's family friendly. All right, I'm gonna wait until she's gone. No, just kidding. But guys, how is it going? I'm eating my, like I said, Greek yogurt, blueberries, granola, sweetened with maple syrup. It's still breakfast time. Now, it is Thursday. I am going to pull my stream on my main channel, my cooking stream, a little bit early. What would you guys like to see? What would you guys like to see me make on my main channel? I do have stuff to make some cookies, but since lunch hour is in a couple of hours for me, I could probably do a lunch hour stream, because I am going to go live on my gaming channel at 4:30 Mountain Time to play Lord of the Rings. It's been such a good hit. I've been randomly getting over 100 people watching me, so I'm like, oh, okay. So I kind of want to keep that momentum. But what would you guys want me to make for bread or lunch? What are you guys craving? Tamales. So Larry, tamales is gonna be a seasonal thing. I've already planned that one out. So tamales is a pain and a half to make. It takes a long time to make tamales. Now, if I were to eat tamales, I can easily go somewhere and get them. But to make tamales, yeah, that is an all day thing. I do plan when that time comes around for a seat. It's a tamales. Tamales are a year-round dish, but it's considerably used for seasonal, for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I am planning to do a stream. Either I want to do it, excuse me, I probably will do it in November. I could do enchiladas. So Steven TV, I actually got Thai food. You know, go figure. I'm burning inside and I don't want to burn anymore, but I got spicy food, which wasn't bad. It was actually quite very mild. I got Thai fried rice, which is really good. I can make empanadas. Do I have the stuff? Do I have fruit? What fruit should I make? So funny story about that Patrick McCarty about eating acai. I'm allergic to acai. Found that out last year. I was with my friend, which is weird because I would have it. I remember eating it a lot when I used to live in Denver. And then I never got anything weird about it. But there was one time I ate it with my friend. And I was like, my throat feels really weird. And it felt really itchy, like scratchy. And my tongue felt like it got cut up. I was like, this is so strange, whatever. And the next time I ate it, which would be like 2 weeks after that, I started getting that same sensation again. And it's the same toppings I would get when I used to live in Denver. I was like, oh my gosh, I think I might be allergic to acai. So, which is weird. And I told my brother-in-law this, and he's like, there's nothing in acai, like anything acidic for you to be allergic to, because he knows I'm allergic to tomatoes and to pineapple. Pineapple I can eat. I'll just bear through the pain. But tomatoes, I do get hives, and my mouth, same thing, cut up, itchy, scratchy, painful. So yeah, it's so weird. Yeah, what a way to find out is eating food. So yeah, it's not like, oh no, I can't live my life without acai. I have yogurt, guys. I'm okay with yogurt. But for tamales, taking orders, I don't know if I'll take orders. I know people can ship them. I have to find out how you ship them. I think there is a UPS store here locally that if you're shipping frozen items to different states, they will do it for you. It just needs to be pre-frozen, I think. I'll figure that one out. I'm coming. Super hungry. Oh, I can't wait to see what Tabitha's getting for lunch. She did say she had yogurt earlier. Here I am having yogurt. But guys, lunch. I could do something sweet. What do you guys want to eat for lunch? What do I want to eat for lunch? But anyway, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out here with Tabitha doing this story. I don't know if you guys can see. I've done a little bit of improvement on my end. There. I added hair. I added a little waistband. Not to like keep it all in, but I like how it's like a corset almost. So I'm trying to like figure things out. You're addicted to bacon? Bacon is pretty good. Bacon is fire. Dude, cold cooked sandwiches slap. They really do. I have to have chips. Are you a chip person, Real Steven TV? I love chips. Yeah, you love chips? Okay. What are your favorite chips? Real Stevie and TV. I'm a fan of sour cream and onion. I love it. I love too much. Chicken cordon bleu. Ever make a video on that? I get the frozen ones. I could probably look that up. Oh, there she is.
I'm back. I made
What did you get for lunch?
It's kind of sad. It's
No.
because I was trying to hurry. I'm so glad that I decided to take a break because I didn't realize I was so locked in. This happens to gamers. This happens to artists all the time. I didn't realize how much I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh no.
I was like, oh, okay. But I got a piece of sourdough with a hunk of butter and some ham. And then at Aldi, they sell these little cups of chicken salad. So,
aside from the chicken salad, your main sounds very European.
I know. It's my
butter, bread, and meat.
It's my favorite. It's what I grew up on. It's what my family does. I love it. Oh man, I need to go back and visit with my family because when we would have like lunch or breakfast, my aunt would, specifically breakfast time, we'd have a little bit of a later breakfast and like maybe closer to 10, I think. It was like 9:30, 10 o'clock. Anyway, my aunt she would walk to the bakery down the street. She would walk down to the bakery, get a bunch of Kaiser rolls and pretzel rolls, and then she'd bring it back, and we set the table, and we would have butter and jam and honey and fruit. We would have the meat and the wursts and coffee, of course. We'd have coffee, and it was just... we would have Hobbit food, and that's what I grew up with.
Hobbit snacks.
Hobbit food. I love it. So what did I miss? What were we talking about?
I was asking the chat. Yes, it was food. I was asking the chat because I told him like, well, I'm going to be going live on my gaming channel later on, but I'm going to move my cooking channel sooner. What would you like to see me make? And I had empanadas. I still need to do the Fortnite
fish stick.
By the way, I have that pickaxe fish stick.
So you can always look at it, take a picture of it, and then be like, this is it.
I'm like, oh, okay, there's my inspiration. I could do that, but I don't know. What would you want to see me make for lunch, Tabitha?
You need, besides, fish face, meat tacos or meatloaf tacos. The empanadas sound really good. Like if you were, I don't know if you're able to make two different kinds, that'd be really cool.
Okay.
I always thought it'd be neat to learn how to make that because I do love a good like chicken or beef empanada.
Oh, you're thinking savory. I always do sweet.
I've never had a sweet. I love savory food. I prefer it over sweet food.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I would be willing to learn. If you made it like, if you put like the recipe and stuff like that down and then walk us through how to make it and stuff like that, I'd love to rewatch that and then try to make it.
A savory one? Okay.
Yeah. If you if you make empanadas like sweet and savory, is there a big difference besides the filling and how you make it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. See, well, I don't really want to learn how to make I mean, you could still do that. I don't really want to learn how to make sweet empanadas. I want to learn how to make savory empanadas.
I mean, because savory empanadas are more like Central America, like Peru, Argentina. I mean, Mexico does have them, but they're really more known for their sweet ones. So, like,
interesting. I did not know that.
We make it with pumpkin, pineapple, apple, cherry.
Ooh.
So they're like the best way to describe them are like, oh, I saw it was on Instagram and it's what made me mad. It was a white girl. She's like, I made these cherry hand pies and they're empanadas. Like, those are empanadas. Those aren't hand pies. Like, you cannot take my culture, turn it into your thing and say it's a hand
Yes,
pie.
we can. That's what Americans do. That's what white people do.
Sorry, I'm like also eating a big piece of.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
granola.
Somebody text me. I need to respond.
But if I were to make a savory one, what kind of flavor or savory main would you like? Would you like ground beef? Would you like chicken?
Yes. Whichever you would enjoy, because you would be the one that has to consume it afterwards. But both of those sound really good. I love chicken. It's my favorite meat, but I'm down for beef as well. Like, that would not upset me. I would not upset me either. What am I eating? I was eating chicken salad. Again, chicken. Haha.
This was good. This was like a good smackerel. I like that smackerel.
My grandmother used to eat like 5 or 6 mini meals every day.
That's how my mom is.
Supposed to be better for you than 3 hearty, like heavier, bigger meals.
Because you just snack, you're grazing through the day. And I think that's how Dr. Barbara O'Neill also says it. Like, you just graze through the day.
Because we tend to overeat because we're like, well, there's such a big gap between breakfast and lunch or lunch and dinner. So we'll eat like a big heavy meal or, to full capacity. Whereas if you only eat as you're hungry, it's supposed to be, and we actually get fuller faster than we think. I forget what they said the duration of time is between basically the stomach and the brain, that when you eat something, your brain will not automatically tell you that you're full. It takes a couple of seconds. And so since our brain is not registering that we're full, we keep consuming. And then that's where the feeling afterwards comes from. Oh man, I ate too much. So that's why they always, that was one of the reasons too, why they would have that in etiquette, where you would chew your food like 27 times or whatever the number was, because it slows you down. Number one, so that you're not making a spectacle of yourself, right? Because that's all what etiquette's all really about. But like, it slowed you down. You'd have to take the time to chew. So it slows you down, keeps you from just snarfing. It's also supposedly easier to digest because it's really turned into mush by the time it gets down into your stomach.
Yes.
And then when you have those pauses in between, that's, I think, also another reason why in proper etiquette, whenever you slice something with your fork and your knife, you're actually supposed to put your knife down in between each bite properly. And so if you do that, you actually, if you eat slower and everything and take all these steps, you're less likely to overeat because you get fuller faster than you realize.
Okay. Yeah. I agree with that. So I did find a recipe, and it comes from my favorite person that I love watching. So I'm gonna use her recipe, and I will give her credit when I go live because obviously it's her recipe. And it's a savory dish. So let's see. It makes 16 empanadas, ground beef, but you want chicken.
No, it
Typically-
can be ground beef. I'm fine with that. I'm
Okay.
fine either way. I will make both. I will make it all. I will eat.
You will eat it.
I mean, I don't have. Well, I mean, not to impose or anything, and I don't know how your shows and stuff like that go, but like, are you going to make that today?
I could. Why?
Okay. I was like, depending on the ingredients, I'm like, well, I could make this along with you.
Do you want to?
But
Do you want to do that for next week? Next Thursday?
let me see. I think I can make that work.
Okay. Next
Yeah.
Thursday.
I don't know.
empanadas.
You know how Jess sometimes has that, like the other guy that's with her. I don't know that he bakes with her, but he's there just whatever. It's like, well, I could actually try to follow you and bake along with you if you like.
So ABF, her husband?
No, the other dude. I know who ABF is. The other dude that's there. I forget his
Oh,
name.
Erwin.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, he's just there for commentary.
Moral support and everything.
Yeah.
Sure. But I was just wondering, it's like I don't know if I would be, I mean, I could try to have a camera on while I do that, or I could just be a part of your whatever. I don't know how. We can always discuss that later if you'd like, but maybe you could have a first time guest cooking live with you. I'll learn from your ways.
Or I don't mind.
Sure,
on
whatever,
my
it's your
ma-
show.
Because seeing that we have the time right now, we could do a Saturday morning baking stream or cooking stream where it gives you time to go get the ingredients.
I do have plans Saturday morning.
No.
I know.
All right, then we'll just save for next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Yeah. Next Thursday.
There you go. DL says, I think it takes 20 minutes for your stomach to register that you're full. See, and that you can consume a lot in 20 minutes, especially men. I've noticed that they tend to really inhale their food much faster than women. Somebody told me that this mentality where a lot of guys aren't necessarily eating to enjoy. They're eating to refuel. So it's just a priority to refuel. It's not a moment of indulgence. And so I remember seeing that with my brother. He would eat a piece of chocolate cake. I'm not kidding. In 3 bites. And he would just like the whole thing, like half it just, and he couldn't barely breathe or talk because his mouth is so full. And I look at him, I'm like, smaller bites. And he would look at me like this. Why? And it's like, because of this.
Because you're gonna choke on cake.
Staccato, what the what? Gifted 20 Dreaming Tabitha memberships. That gives me in the mood for some chicken.
Oh, fried chicken, till my heart's desire.
We are having a bonus brush hour today. Thank you. Thank you for making dreams possible, sir, by contributing to the artistic ecosystem. I don't know if you've been lurking or not, but this is the character. I'm getting ready. This is a part of the process not a lot of you get to witness because we've been going for 2.5 hours now, or I'm putting on the final touches and everything for this character. And then I'm going to start inking because I'm like, why not? There's no brush hour next week, so I'm trying to make up for that because you guys are awesome, and you tell me you enjoy the process. So here we are, and then so I try to be the gift that keeps on giving, and then here you are gifting back to the community, and thank you so much. Speaking of food, yeah, that's right, fried chicken. Actually, get Sevi to do a cook along stream too. Yeah, she doesn't have to be on camera per se. She could just be like a guest, kind of like the way Nomi has her avatar here. If she wanted to, that'd be kind of fun. I don't know if we could get Sevi to do that though. But thank you, Psychotic Mongoose, and everybody else that's been giving the jewels and the memberships and the super chats. You guys are awesome. Yeah, okay. I like our character, guys, and I think I'm going to start the inking process. Now, what's bothering me, and we're not there yet, but I have to somehow make this guy's hair makes sense because if you guys remember, his hair has to be green and red. Christmas colors. So I got to figure out how to make that look cool because when I look at this character right now, I am picturing blonde. It is very evident that Erling Haaland is on my mind. But you know, why not? Why not? The Patrick McCartney with 10 jewels says, "Let's go, heifer." That's not actually what that means, but that's what I thought it was the other day. Because I was like, what does GLHF mean? And I'm like, good luck. And I couldn't think of the rest of it. I was like, heifer? So that's what this means. From henceforth, GLF, good luck, heifer. That's what he's saying. Thank you for the 10 jewels. I will be working on a jewels celebratory video. I just gotta figure it out. I'm a hobbyist chef. I want to be a hobbyist chef myself. And then Psychotic Mongoose is celebrating 27 months.
Woo!
There's subscription over on Kick. Thank you. You got that really cool little, emote thing next to your name with the giant 2.5. I think it is. Is that what that is? Holy crap. Mongoose, that's amazing. Thank you for believing in me. People that subscribe to the Kick, people who become members to the YouTube channel, this basically tells me that you believe in me. Like, because that's a reoccurring payment. So it's like, you believe in the channel. I know. And I do. I maybe I don't make a mention of it enough, but I want to say thank you. You know, what I should do, because Kick is a fickle place, right? There's only so much you can do for members, subscribers, as it is on Kick. So I wonder, I have to play around with some ideas. I wonder if, because YouTube members are very strange with the way, but in my videos, my art videos that I do, I started including the names of my Patreon members as a thank you of just recognition of the amazing people who make dreams happen. So maybe as a thank you for the Kick channel, I could do that too. I don't know. The problem is that, you don't want to blur the lines too much because the fact that Kick is a live stream only base, right? It doesn't allow for the videos. So whatever I make on YouTube does not translate over to Kick as far as content goes. So I don't know. I wish I could do something for the subscribers over on Kick, but besides special emotes, they don't allow for anything else. So it would be nice if Kick would step it up. What is this, Nomi? Fantastic is bragging on himself.
Alote.
Hey, what is that?
I highly doubt that, Fantastic. So don't take that. So elote.
I believe in you, Fantastic. Don't listen to Nomi.
No, Tabitha. Tabitha. This is a very Mexican dish. I've met Fantastic Sarcastic. I'm sure you can make his version.
Whoa! Is this gonna be microaggressions? What are you doing?
How to drink water because I had to clear my throat. Elote is it's considered a snack. You can also make it into a meal. People have it as a meal, but I have it as a snack. So elote, you can have it either way. You can have it's corn. Elote is a snack for corn.
Okay, you're saying Fantastic can't make corn.
Well, here's the thing.
Okay,
but
here's the thing.
Is if it's Mexican elote, then there's ways that you can do it. So a Mexican elote, so you can either have it on the cob or you can have it in a cup. I prefer the cup because it's less mess for me.
Okay.
So you can dress it up. There will be nothing micro about these aggregations.
Ooh, it's our 1-year anniversary, Staccato. Let's let Nomi finish our story and then we'll celebrate.
I'm gonna have to use that. There's nothing
there will be nothing micro about these aggressions. That sounds so much like Nomi. Man, if you had a merch store, that would be
I totally use that. Oh, well, since you know what, I'll probably say that during my stream.
There's nothing micro about Nomi's aggression.
There isn't. This is gonna be highly special secret corn. So elote, you can dress it up either on the corn or on the cup or on the cob. You can dress it up with people use mayonnaise. I'm not a huge fan of the mayonnaise. I like mayonnaise, but not as the base for the corn. So I dip it in butter with that, you can also dip it in cojita cheese with lime and tons of salt and tajin, which is the spice, and that's how you can eat it. And then you can go as a little further and adding using ramen, and the ramen's already cooked, so you put the elote in the ramen with your dressing. And I like to get crumbled up hot Cheetos and use it as my topping. So it's a snack. Essentially, that's what it is. Let me see if I can find a photo.
So you don't believe that Fantastic can make good snacks out of corn?
He can make good snacks, but I've had white people elote before. The way they make it is like, wow.
But he's not white people.
Fantastic. I've met Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's whiter than you.
I don't think that's true.
Well, I did meet him in the dark, so. Okay. You know, now that we got this going, I'm gonna probably go get myself an elote. Oh,
should we give this guy a little bit of a chin? No.
I'm looking at photos of the elote right now, and it looks just so good. Mexican street corn. That's the best way to describe it. Mexican street corn. Oh my!
So you're
Lord.
saying so your non-microaggression is saying that we, the white people, can't make corn that can be purchased on the street, is what I'm hearing.
Oh, but are you wanting to try corn on the street?
That's not the conversation. The conversation is that you're dissing all the people from everywhere because we can't make corn that you can purchase on the street, on the side of the road.
Yeah.
She's not saying
Sure.
She got aggressive over ramen and corn.
I did a elote. I'm just gonna put it in like photos.
Nomi is whiter than Tabitha.
I am.
Well, I mean, if I'm in a dark room and Nomi's in the sunshine, then yes.
Well, okay, so I can see like how white people can, dress it up. It's just like it can you can have it as like a Mexican, like a summer salad.
See, I like what Hunter says. We, the white people, made hot Cheetos. So
did you not see
culture?
Did you not see the documentary that came out for hot Cheetos?
No, I probably don't want to understand why my favorite snack food that I choose no longer to eat is poisoning me secretly behind my back.
I know. It's been several months.
I love Cheetos. I hate that I don't eat Cheetos anymore because I choose to love myself and want longevity and healthy life. Sucks.
Rest in peace. But anyway, so the hot Cheetos. It's from Lay's, like the potato chip company Lay's. At the time, I can't remember what year it was, but at the time, Lay's wasn't doing too good in production, or they weren't selling enough, and it was just basic, the chip flavors, barbecue, regular, and they're just kind of figure out like, well, what do we need to do to get people buying our products? And there was a janitor that worked at the facilities for Lay's. He's like, hey, like, I have this idea. He kept pushing to, I get, would we be like the director of like flavors or something, or like the guy who oversees like the chip and flavor production. He's like, please try this. Like, this will be a huge hit. And he like perfected a recipe.
Okay.
For like spiciness. And they gave him a shot. They're like, all right, we'll produce one thing. And it was such a huge success with the Hispanic community, where they were demanding more hot Cheetos because they were only doing it as a limited edition type of thing. But it got so popular where now it's like, it's a staple now. So hot Cheetos essentially saved Lay's.
But that wasn't my argument.
Oh, but you may. Oh, but no. Who is it? It was Hunter that said that. Didn't we make hot Cheetos? So I was just explaining hot Cheetos.
Well, but that still means that unless the janitor was Hispanic,
he was.
You didn't say that.
Oh, sorry.
So I'm like, so you were just like, but the Hispanic people really ate up the Cheetos. Ergo, it makes it Hispanic. It's like, well, that's not how that works.
Well, I'm trying to think like what white thing that like Hispanics are crazy about. What? Well, I like hot dogs.
America. No.
Yeah, of course. Duh. Freedom.
Freedom.
Jobs. Jobs. Sorry. Oh, see, I can eat this. Oh, sorry.
Are you
Maybe-
okay?
That's what I should do. I should make a lotte, guys.
There
I
you
should
go.
make a lotte for today's cooking.
You
stream.
should, and then you'll,
One,
give-
because it's cost effective.
She's gonna make corn from the road, guys, because we can't do that.
Where did I see it? I saw corn at Walmart yesterday, and should I do it on the cob or should I do it in the cup?
I don't know. I candle is celebrating 19 months with a bunch of cheese. For the sake of all things good and for the love of all things wonderful, why not?
Cheese. Cheese. But with mold. Cheese on a platter. Cheese charcuterie board. Cheese. 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 What could be better than cheese?
I just realized that she doesn't even say charcuterie board.
She
Mo's
just says-
right. She just says charcuterie board. There's
Yeah.
no D.
Yeah.
Cheese has no
Charcuterie
S,
board.
and board has no D.
Yeah.
I might need to fire Joe. Normally that's reserved for the $100, but you guys have been so amazing and generous in all the other different ways that I like to treat people to a nice snack from time to time of cheese. Not
Cheese?
Joe. Joe's not a snack. Don't talk about women like that.
No, don't do that. We don't like that.
So you're gonna make corn, but
Corn.
in a cup or in a cob.
I think I'll do the cup. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That means I'll have to go get hot Cheetos. Because I like that as my topping.
there you go.
Okay, so I'll tell you guys the recipe now. So corn, if you're gonna do for the cup, canned corn, I would say 2 cups, depending how much you're making. If you're making for yourself, just 1 can, but I am making it for a good amount of people. So for the loose cup corn, 2 cans for servings of 4. It could be 5. Boil it on a low medium heat till it becomes kind of like white, not translucent white, but until it becomes like a little paler. So toppings are lime, hot Cheetos, Gojita cheese. I already said butter. Some people use mayonnaise. I'm not a huge fan of mayonnaise on the corn, but those are it. That's it, guys.
That's all you do?
Yep.
That's all you
Oh,
do?
and tahini. If you have tahini, yes, tahini's better.
Did you figure out your outfit for your character?
Yes, I did. I'm actually drawing my outfit right now.
Ooh, she's doing it. She's doing it, guys. All right. Well, Nomi's got her recipe ready. She's inspired on how to cook corn from a can. It's gonna be great.
Oh, I could go get frozen corn too.
Frozen is better than canned.
Oh, there we go.
All right. Let's see. We're getting our hair. We're trying different sized brushes to get this. Let's get some variety in here. I want Fantastic to pay attention. I stuck up for you. I hope you noticed that. I stuck up for you. When Nomi didn't believe in you, I chose to believe in you. When no one else would. Fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic. Appreciate that Tabitha's sticking up for you.
Because Nomi doesn't believe in you. She
don't.
scoffed at you when
I
you were
did.
like, okay, Fantastic can't make corn from the road like her people can. So
Okay.
So we're just gonna go ahead and start getting this guy taken care of. What time is your stream then? If you're gonna do that,
It's gonna be 11 and 15 minutes where I'm at.
Mhm.
I could probably push my stream to 1 o'clock my time. 1, 2, 3, 3 o'clock Eastern.
Okay. I don't want to take up all your time if you have to get ready. So that's why
No.
I was like, you know.
I already have all those ingredients.
Of course you do.
Besides the lime. Because I love lime. I love lime a lot.
Lime's good.
I
I was chuckling while you were talking about corn because I remember one time Krista asked me if I preferred loose corn, and I'm like, what? What do you mean, loose corn? She's like, you don't call it loose corn? No. What are you talking about? What do you mean by loose corn? And she's like, well, you can have either corn on the cob or loose corn. I'm like, you just mean corn? She's like, well, it's loose. It's not on anything. I'm like, we don't say that. we don't say loose corn. That just sounds like that just sounds really bad. That's what she said. It's just so funny. Loose corn. I'm like, we just say corn. People in America automatically know if you're saying corn, it's not attached to anything. You just say corn. But if you say corn on the cob, people like. It also depends on the context. Like if you're going to a barbecue and you say we're also going to be having some, I don't think I've ever heard anybody say when they're having a barbecue that they're going to just have corn. You always just say corn on the cob. That's just what you do. You never say loose corn.
Okay. So I'm going to say this because this state is like a hop, skipping away from me. And their green chili is amazing. New Mexico will no longer require lawyers to pass the bar exam.
I saw that. But they basically have to do, essentially, it's like community service with a representative nearby.
Yeah.
To approve their methods or whatever.
Yeah. This state is awful. Like,
it's falling apart.
It's at the bottom of education, has the highest drunk driving rate in the United States, and DUI related deaths. So I freaking hate this state. But like, beautiful sunsets, great green chili,
but they don't keep your kids safe or out of jail.
No, they don't. So yeah,
I don't understand. It's ridiculous. Well, it's a takeover, is what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
It's 100% a takeover. Make the people ignorant, make them dumb, make them unsafe. They'll rely more on the government. The government will provide a solution, quote unquote, will provide a solution and come in and save you and save the day. And then you're beholden to the government. That's really what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Make people stupid so they don't understand how stupid they are.
Yes.
So, I tagged Nomi in a picture on X. There you go.
Where is it? I have proof.
So New Mexico is becoming almost as corrupt as Mexico.
Fantastic. I like cilantro. I like that you put the cilantro in it. I won't. I will eat it. I will eat it.
Oh.
It just looks like it's oatmeal.
Oh. Well, maybe he likes oatmeal.
Yeah. If it's like a porridge, it looks like I would eat it. I'm not gonna say I hate it. I would eat it. But I like it. It looks good.
She likes it. That's all that matters.
Now, if I were to try it, that would be the difference for me to make it to I'm impressed.
Oh, she wants more from you. Fantastic. Can you believe this woman? She wants more from you.
Well, all I ask is for a bacon wrapped hot dog, corn. I'm an easy person to please.
All I ask is the strength to defend my people.
But it looked good.
Why does
I like the colors.
so bad? What am I doing wrong? We'll figure it out once I get all the other stuff done.
Dang. But my outfit's coming out really cool.
Excellent. Outfits are hard. There's a lot of cotija cheese. Is that how you say that?
Cojita.
Bohiba.
Cotilla. Oh, you spelled it wrong. Cotilla cheese. It's cojita. So COJITLA.
So I said it wrong, or I said it correctly, but it's not a real word.
Well, he spelled it wrong. It's cotilla cheese. Cotilla cheese. It's cojita.
Although
So there's
cotilla cheese sounds fancy. Does that not sound like bougie cheese?
I will say I do.
Cotilla
Oh, or should I just make that? Oh, I'm so hungry. Can you tell? Even though I just had
You just
yogurt.
ate!
Yeah, I just had yogurt. But there was this like a couple of weeks ago when I was still in Austin. I made fried beans with 2 fried eggs and with cojita cheese with chicharrones on it and 2 or 3 flour tortillas. That was the best lunch I ever had with jalapenos. Oh, that was so good. That is a Mexican struggle breakfast lunch for
It doesn't
champions.
sound good at all.
It's delicious. I grew up very poor, so
Well, so
we
did
had
I, but
beans.
I don't like beans, so that's my.
I know you don't like beans, so that's why I'm like, nope. If you have those staple ingredients, that's what my grandma did. Like we have beans, we have chicharrones, we have cojita cheese, and I know how to make tortillas. We have harina, so I'll make some. That was the power lunch for me. And then I remember my grandpa, I think I shared this story with you, but my grandma was out and he was taking care of us, the grandkids. And he's such a simple, basic man. Like everything, all the food was cooked by my grandma. So he didn't know how to make food. But there was one time it was just him. He didn't know how to feed us, the grandkids. So all he made us was these fried eggs and fried bologna.
I remember this.
Dude, it was the best breakfast ever. And I loved it. Like, and my grandma had made tortillas the day before, so he would reheat those up and yeah. So fried bologna and fried eggs was part of my struggle dish growing up in my grandma's house sometimes. Oh, I need to sneeze.
I'll allow it. And on Clockwork, Sevi has commented on New Mexico. Sure, why not? I haven't finished my breakfast.
Ooh, lunch. It's lunchtime.
But we're coming right along. Let's get rid of the hang on, I need to put all this. We'll put this in a group. All right. Yeah. It is what it is.
Okay, and then now I'm going to do the puffy sleeves. Puffy sleeves. Let's see.
I probably will have to quit in a little bit. I can feel my bursitis acting up in my back left leg. And
she needs to ice her foot. And she needs to get another cup of coffee.
Always. I gotta work on some commissions. I got a video I need to edit. We're having there's stuff be doing. Well, so I've been drawing for almost 3 hours here. And after a while, and I've been drawing like all week nonstop. So it takes a toll on my arm.
Yeah.
And if I don't take care of it and give it some rest, I'm out of commission for a while. So I got to take care of myself. I got to put me first.
Put yourself first.
So I might maybe well, because it is lunchtime technically, even though I'm already eating something, but maybe I'll watch a little something on the telly. So I'm upset. So I found out that Golden Girls is on Disney Plus. I'm like, yes, Lord, this is what I need more of in my life. So I'm binge watching throughout the week Golden Girls. And then I found out, like, at the end of, I finished season 1, and then it shifted me over to a different show instead of continuing on with Golden Girls. And I'm like, what is this all about? I hate streaming services so much in many ways because they gave you basically was a teaser. The rest of them are on Hulu. So you have to subscribe to the Hulu package if you want to continue watching the Golden Girls. And I'm like, this is why I need to get a DVD player and get physical media. It's ridiculous nonsense.
Yeah.
I hate it so much. You know, it's hard to find a decent show to watch anymore. And so when you just go, like, I've been advocating for independent creators and everything like that, whether it's me, whether it's Danny from Comics and Everything, whether it's the dinosaurs in the Wild West, whatever it is, whatever's your cup of tea, is like, because, you know, we're just so sick and tired. Everything's like the same. And we just find ourselves always going back to what we used to watch anyway. And it just kind of sucks. All right, let's see. I think I need to do these drawstrings here. Get these little details. Bad part is I'm like in the zone, and so I'm thanks to the chat and everybody, I'm super excited to be drawing this project again. But my arm is killing me.
The frick of nature. Sorry.
So I would sit on the couch and continue drawing, but I'm starting to hurt.
She's getting carpool tunnel, guys.
Yeah, my shoulder and my elbow are really starting to give me the Hades. Burning, actually. I mean, it is an exercise, you know. I don't have anything. That's the other thing. I should have brought in Willie, my polar bear stuffed pillow, and I could prop him up and it would keep my arm elevated so I don't have to just kind of keep this hovering in the air. I should have done that. But it's too late now. Even if I bring in Willie, I'm already in pain. So I just need to stop. But I'm like, oh man, look how much progress we've made. You'd be surprised what you can get complete series sets for these days. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, you will own nothing and you will like it. That's right. Okie day. Well, guys, for real, I want to keep going, but I physically, if I take care of myself, I can't. I physically am not. You're watching in real time the struggle of the creative. I think I've even already gone too far. I might actually have to put a heat or put like some ice on my arm because I can feel my elbow kind of slowly getting that numbness. So what I would love to invest in, although it would be great just to go get a professional massage. I've talked about that before where I try to take care of myself. I actually never went and got the massage that I said I should go get. For self-care, not just for pleasure and being bougie, but like legitimately for taking care of myself due to my job. But I know for at home, they have those. My dad has one of those things because with him being an athlete, former athlete and everything like that. But for the muscles, it's like this gun thing that's got the little ball on top of it.
Yeah.
And it, does, it.
I have
and it has different head pieces for different needs. And I remember I used that when I went to go visit and I was like, this thing's really cool. And yeah, the percussion gun. Thank you. There you go. And it's like, I should maybe invest in one of those because I think that would be helpful for my arm and stuff like that. I need to see how much those things cost and look into that because I can see where that would be super beneficial. And then I'll just go to one of my neighbors and be like, hey, could you do this on my shoulder for a little bit? But I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow. Like I said, I know it depends. Right now, it actually depends on the what my arm will be like tomorrow. Even though I have commissions I need to work on today. I got to give myself a break. So I might just go watch something. What do you recommend I watch, Nomi? Got any suggestions?
Golden Girls.
I can't.
Haha. I know.
Jerk. Well, no, I've been kind of walking down a road of different movies and things like that. I do have one saved in my queue. What is his name? Remy Malek, the Egyptian guy.
Oh, yeah.
There was a movie that it was called the Amateur, where he was like a really intelligent government guy, I guess it is. But he's a desk person. And I think it was his wife was kidnapped by bad people and they dismissed her from this world. And he was like, you need to go get my wife. And they're like, well, she's nothing, blah, blah, blah. You can't do this. And so he decides to train like an assassin or something like that and takes matters into his own hands. I think it is actually a gloomy, rainy day here. And I love days like that for watching movies. So I need to, and to build off of that. I love me a gloomy, rainy day. I remember that movie, wanted to see it, but never got around to it. Yeah, same. So I'm like, I need to look into that. But I do need to go take care of my arm because I've overdone it today, which is, I think it's just because I've done it, overdone it all week. And that's kind of one of the reasons, I guess, why I don't stream every day typically. And if I game, it's different because my arms can be resting and I'm just using my thumbs. But gosh, that's why, you know, it's another shout out to appreciation for the artists and the whatnots, is that you don't realize how much of your body you are actually using when you're drawing and when you're painting. It is actually physically taxing. So maybe it's not the same as hauling bricks around and building a house and mowing a lawn, but it's like it's kind of like Nomi's microaggressions.
Yeah.
Right? Like they might be micro, but they're still aggressive and they still harm. So
I'll do all the harm.
she'll do all the harm. So the situation for me is like, it's subtlety. Like dragging bricks around for 3 hours. Yeah, you're gonna hurt, but there is a stopping point where you're like, I can't do this, you know, whatever. But drawing for 3 hours with your arm just hovering in the air, and just doing these little movements like that, it's like, whew, it hurts.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Nomi, you're doing your stream when?
At 1:30 Mountain Time. So that's 3:30 Eastern.
Ooh, so in 2.5 hours, folks, you can watch Nomi make things and eat things.
Yep. Yes, you can.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
And then after that, I will be doing Lord of the Rings.
She'll be doing the Lord of the Rings.
Mhm.
Tomorrow, I don't know what you're doing tomorrow, but I don't know if you want to do gaming. We should look for a game, or maybe we should finish We Were There, or
I would totally be down to finish We Were There. We're still on that stupid bridge puzzle, but we could still do it.
we can do it. Maybe we'll go. We're older and wiser now.
There you are.
So maybe we'll figure it out. We came this close. We got half the puzzle right. We just didn't get the rest of it. And I don't know if you saw it, but they now have a space one.
For We Were There?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But we never finished the friendship one. So we're like 3 steps behind. So we could potentially return to therapy.
We could. Couples therapy returns. Couples therapy strike back.
We might have the return of couples therapy.
Ooh, I'm down.
We'll be in talks. We'll see what what stars align for us tomorrow. Exactly, okay, Canalus, because Nomi abandoned me for a man. Happens all the time.
Well, all the time. That was
Curse. Jerry left me for you. He left me for Joe. He left me for Sevi. And then there's you. And then there's Joe. You know, sometimes Joe goes on XCast and then claims that she's been doing it for months and months, and I wasn't paying attention, and then blames me for not paying attention to the fact that that's part of her regular schedule. So there you have it. Women just letting me down all the time. What are you gonna do?
I have nothing else to say. I was gonna say something, but I was like, no, I'm gonna keep that.
Yeah, keep it in your hat. Well, anyway, guys, you've been amazing. Thank you so much for the support. I'm gonna go rest my arm now because Tabitha's hurting. So we will catch you later. We're gonna get you an update on our little creature here. Our little guy. We'll figure out a name. Thank you so much for all of your suggestions. If you're not a member on the Patreon, you should check it out because I'll be posting updates there. If I do settle on a name, that'll be the first place that I post it. And along with all kinds of cool stuff, coloring pages and the whatnot, and vlogs. My last vlog that I did, Nomi was there. Joe was there. Speaking of the 2 women that left me for a man. We went and tried food around the world, sort of. So,
Kind of.
And it was fun. Anyway, catch you guys later.
Bye.
You are so